and she did like this one shot
I
thing.
remember that.
The Billyverse.
Yeah.
She's
Hi,
an
guys.
incredible. Yeah.
She's funny.
Hello.
Hi, friend.
Kia ora. Hello.
Dude.
What?
Who's this dude?
I know, right?
I've never
Who's
heard
that
of
guy
this.
down there?
I've never seen this
Or
man
over there,
in my
depending on
life.
where you're looking.
Who was that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's zoom
Hi,
in.
guys.
It's zooming in.
Hello, hello.
Wait, did you hear us talking
Wait.
about you before we started? I said
I
you
did not.
got the Joe Beretta cut. And that's the
Oh
only
crap! I need to move my camera.
Look, Joe's a great human being, but I'm not sure whether to be insulted or.
I'm
or-
saying you look like you're about a 40-year-old man now.
I said you
Oh
look
my
like
gosh.
I said you
I'm
look like
kidding.
Nick Carter.
I was gonna
AJ
say
McLean.
that's hilarious because, like, I looked at the mirror and I was like, How did I teleport back in time to
No,
being like
I thought
20?
the same thing.
I
you
was
look
like,
so much younger.
What the
Who's that man
hell
down there?
happened? Hi, Lady Love. Good.
What's-
Hi, Levin. Hi, Nutmeg.
Hi,
Yeah.
friends.
I
What's
said
hilarious?
you look like Nick Carter.
I think
Yes.
maybe the haircut's also a little like old-fashioned, maybe.
Is
I know a
it?
little
It's
bit.
like a 2012 haircut.
I mean, I don't know.
I was gonna say
I've had
90s.
long hair the whole time, so.
90s boy
Who the
band is
hell
what
are
you
you
remind me
down
of
there?
now.
Okay, so what's hilarious is that when you posted the photo, I was out at Hot Pot, like
Thanks,
Hot Pot
Odd.
dinner with some of my
Oh, hey,
coworkers,
what's the
and
button
I
name?
audibly gasped, and they're
Kappa.
like, "What's up?" When I'm very open about my D&D nerdiness and
Yeah.
how it's like. So my friend has this luscious long hair. They're like, "Oh, Wes," I'm like, "Yeah, it's Wes," and I showed the photo, and they're like, "He's missing like a puka shell necklace."
Oh no. Oh no. Hey, Sam gifted a sub to Eli. Thank you very
There's
much.
for you.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you.
Kia ora, Sam.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi everyone.
All right. So, yeah,
Get my
you,
thing for the bed.
you guys want to start on some intros? Hey, Story Like Girl, subscribe for
Sure.
16 months. Thank you very much.
Wait, let me turn those mute for you.
So, just to let you guys know, we don't have a player memory set for tonight. I didn't get all the way finished with it. But
Okay.
you can still donate for next week if you would like to.
That's
Yeah.
alright.
And we do have other donation stuff as well, such as healing
Incentives.
potions.
The party needs a refresh on
cannabis.
healing potions. Please! I
Yeah,
don't
I'm kind of in
We're
the
able
single
to.
digits.
I don't know if you guys counted, but I think we went over 50 healing potions in that
I'm in the single digits now.
last two sessions, so
I think
Like,
all of
only
us are.
if you're able to, but there are other incentives, and we just
Yeah.
highly encourage the healing potions.
Take care of
right
yourselves first, obviously.
So-
but yes.
You guys can be our healers.
yeah, it's really interesting
Because
to
it's
say
not
this,
like we have one in the party.
but you guys all would have died.
now.
Oh,
yeah.
I absolutely would have
yeah.
died. I almost did die.
Without if Tyson didn't have a healing potion, Kaylin
I
would
would have
be
been
dead.
gone first.
Yeah, I would have died, because my roll after that death save would have been my death.
Yeah.
I would not be here as Kaylin tonight.
Malcolm, Mama, I almost want to make it canon that Dr. Boneless's healing potions are just chicken noodle soup.
Very funny.
I mean, it's good for the soul.
It is.
It is.
And delicious at the same time.
Even though Dr. Boneless technically doesn't have one because Warlock, but you know.
No, he has one. He just sold it.
Oh,
He
okay.
sold it.
I lent it out. It's on rent right now.
It's on rent.
Yeah, my
It's-
patron's renting it.
I don't know
He's
if that's
very-
how that
What is-
works.
It
What
is
is this
how it
video
works.
easy?
He's late on his rent,
I
and
don't
I
think
have to
that
hold
means
him
what you think it
accountable
means.
for that.
Instead of Blockbuster, it's Soulbuster.
Soulbuster.
Yeah, because if you don't pay in time, your soul's gonna be busted.
yeah, you're right.
Or your friends will be, whatever.
Someone gonna get it.
Alright, intros?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was about to say my head was like half on the camera. Hi, kia ora. My name is Stephen. NZ7F. NZ7F. This be me in chat. Where's that emote? I'm blind. Okay, there we go. I found it. Man, if that was like animated, Tyson could like smash for a wall for his like animated emote, if that was a thing. Hi, I am a male fighter champion Goliath. Hold on, I'm not Tyson. I'm still Steven. Hold on, the bit.
Come on, buddy. You
Hi,
got it.
I'm Tyson.
There
I don't know
it
where
is.
Steven went. Here's a male fighter Goliath No, I am a male fighter Goliath champion. I'm having an identity crisis. He is a meant to be a king of what is called Brayden, and Brayden is about to get a wake-up call. undead.
Was that your destiny, though? Because technically you're fulfilling it right now. So if you were a king, you wouldn't have even met any of these guys.
True.
We wouldn't know each other. That's true.
Just saying. Just saying.
You right. You right. You right.
They might be showing up in your town when you're the king, and you'd be like, who are these crazy people talking about time spheres and stuff?
Who the frig are they?
Where your density?
Density?
You're very... Yes. Yeah. Goliaths are very dense.
We are very
why
dense.
doesn't anybody understand my reference? Nobody
I
watches
don't get the
80s
reference.
movies.
I caught it.
Oh wait, it was a. I thought. Oh, I didn't know it was a reference.
It's Back
Okay,
to the Future.
Yeah, I caught it.
Wait, what?
I
That's
need
in the
to watch
movie?
that.
Yeah.
I need
I've
to
watched
watch
that
that
film and I
again.
didn't pick it up.
Oh, I'm disappointed.
I-
Especially in you, Wesley. You were born in the 80s.
Yeah, I don't actually remember that part of...
You don't remember it? He's in the diner, and Michael J. Fox says, "Hey, man, you gotta go talk to my mom and ask her to the dance under the sea." And Crispin Glover goes, "What do I say?" And Michael J. Fox goes, "Tell her you're her destiny." And then he goes inside and says, "I'm your density."
I'm your density.
That
Oh
probably
my
just made me
gosh.
cringe so much that I had to forget it.
Didn't she
I
like?
need to rewatch that.
Didn't his mum
It's so
hit
good.
on him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
In the
really
film?
great.
Yeah.
He made out with his mom.
Yeah,
he
but
did. He
no,
did.
his
Oh,
mom
that's
made
right.
out with him. He was not
Mom-
into it.
I mean, he not be.
Edit his
It
comments.
happened. It happened. Is
It
what I'm
did.
saying.
Right.
Anyways,
right.
intros.
Intros, yes.
Yes.
Hey, Rugrat
Toss it,
donated $30. Thank you very much. 6 and 9 rolls, 3 health potions up for grabs. Please, party get them and not West. So I am out of the rolls for this one.
Thanks, Rugrat. You bloody
you so
legend.
much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank
Closest
you.
to 6 and 9, huh?
I think he just said I think
Cocked.
Wes, I think he meant like you can play but don't get them.
So I got an 8.
Oh. That's pretty good.
I got a
good one.
7.
Oh, I'm not getting
I'm
it.
an
I've got a
11.
15.
Nat 1, let's get that out of the way for funsies. And then I rolled a nat 1 and then a nat 20.
Yes, use the nat 20's up now.
Crap! Should have saved it.
Well, I got a 7 and then I got a
Oh, okay.
14.
So I
so
got a
that one.
15
Thank
on the
you.
Got a
first one.
14.
An 18 on the
14, and a
second
7
one.
on my third one.
I got a
And
12
a
on the
6.
second
Oh my god,
one.
I got a 15, a 16, and 18. Why am I rolling high when I don't want to?
And I
Oh,
got
no,
a nat
please
1
keep
on the
them.
third.
All right, so
Wait,
what
we
we're-
had a
Let's
3?
redo it.
Yeah, there's 3 up for grabs.
Oh, I got a 6.
Oh!
Oh,
Looks-
wait, was
look-
it your third one?
Looks
I
like...
got a 7, a 14, and a 6.
So,
god!
so Joey's getting the last one, it sounds like.
I didn't get any of
On
them.
the first
I got-
one, who was closest?
Not
I
me.
got an 8.
I got a 15.
I got a 7.
So it's a roll-off between Nisa and Joey
Okie dokes.
for the first one.
Okay, alright.
Because you guys are both...
I
I got a 4.
got a 4 as well.
Oh, second
All
roll-off.
right.
Oh, things are getting serious now. It's getting
Thank you,
spicy up
thank
in
you,
here.
Rugrat.
I got a 5.
I got a 19.
Oh, so 2 health potions to Joey. Who got closest on the middle one?
I got an 18.
I was
on
in the
second one.
teens.
I was also in the teens.
I think Steve got that one at a 7 on the second roll.
No, Joey. Wait, didn't Joey get the third one?
On the
No, on
first
the
one.
second
So,
roll,
what
I
about
got
the
a
second? What about the
14.
second one?
It was
Oh,
the
on the
middle
third one, I was
Second one.
7 on the third one.
On the
The
second one,
second
Steve,
one.
not
I
the
was,
third
I
one.
think I was high. I think I was a high number.
So I guess
thought you were-
should we all roll again since none
Yeah,
of us
just all
remember?
of you roll for the second one since...
Okay.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was high. Oh no, I don't get it.
I got a
got a
2.
I have to
17.
get a
I
nat
didn't
20.
get it.
I got a 10.
I got a 2.
Joey?
I think that goes to Cody then. I got a 17.
No, that would go to
goes,
Nisa.
Goes to
Nisa's
Nisa.
closer.
Nisa, you get a health book.
Yay!
Oh, yay.
No.
Congrats.
I can't count.
Numbers.
All
Thank
right.
you so much, Rugrat.
Math is hard.
Thank you very, very much, Rugrat, for the donation.
Thank
All right,
you.
let's continue with them intros so we can hop in there since our very own Dr. Bonus is going to have to leave us about halfway through. So we want to get in as much
Correct.
play time as we possibly can with Dr. Bonus
Yeah.
still in the party.
Hi, I'm Tyson Dyson, male fighter Goliath. He is a prince transitioning into a king of Brayden. We're currently trying to get some reinforcements. We saved the people, I would feel like, in the mountains because they're the Goliaths. We made a cave in. Not mine, cave in.
Yeah, not
And for that,
The
the no cave.
the no
No-no
cave,
cave.
yeah.
the mine turned into the no cave.
Yeah.
It did.
It went from
Because you
the
literally
no
can't go
cave
through.
Yeah.
to a literal no cave.
Yeah, you can't go through it now.
And now I pass this controller onto Dr. Boneless.
Dr.
Okay,
Boneless.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
Hold on,
boneless.
hold on, hold on a minute. Hold on. I gotta
Whoops.
get my bit started.
Uh-oh.
I feel like one day
There's
you're gonna
a
get
bit.
like a really big object where it might be a ladder one day. Like, how
Okay.
did that transform into a
Okay,
ladder?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Wait, no, I'm going the wrong way. Hold on.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh,
It wasn't me this time. It wasn't
no.
me
Oh,
this
who
time.
did it? It was not me.
It's you.
It's you.
Indeed.
What? How is it me?
did.
What happened to my camera?
You,
It turned
you
off.
turned it off.
Wow, I didn't turn it off.
Hey, I'm not in half.
Hey!
Hey, don't hit
Hey!
the
Wait,
danger.
your
It's a
camera's.
miracle.
There's a box for you, but you're not on it.
Oh my god, where did you go?
What in the heckin'
Is this
what?
part? I'm
Zoom.
taking the hint that this is not part of the bit.
Zoom? No, it's not part of the bit. My
Joey,
Zoom is fucked
Try
up.
click
Alright,
onto
just-
to where the camera is. If you
Also,
click on the
I'm-
arrow
also
in the
language. Language.
Sorry,
Language.
I'm
Did I swear?
sorry.
Oh,
No, I swore.
I thought I'd have like, it's so in my head.
No,
that
my
I
Zoom
did
is
it.
just like in a loading right now.
So just
Oh,
exit out of it and reload it, and it should be fine.
Okay, bye-bye. I
Bye-bye.
can't
Okay.
exit
Bye,
out. It's
Dr.
not
Boneless.
allowing me.
Dr. Bones.
Oh no.
You might have to end task.
Yeah. So right click on your taskbar, go into Task Manager. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Task Manager, Details.
Hello, Abyss.
Go to Zoom. So just if you click on one of the things and hit Z, it should take you there,
Then end task.
Z.
and then end task.
All right. I have two. Oh.
Right
why
click
do I have
on
two?
it and do End Process Tree.
Shout out to Zoom for technical
Thank you,
difficulties.
Dice Carrot.
even
Thank you
during
very
this
much.
panini.
Shout out to the random guy down there for tech support.
Blue screen.
It was that
boneless.
man, by the way, down there.
Catherine. Blue screen boneless.
Back to blue screen.
Joe, you still there? Can you hear us?
I don't.
Sounds like it may have
It may have worked.
crashed.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Here, I'm just gonna.
Ignore the dogs in the background. That's me.
I actually can't hear them this
Oh
time.
wow, I'm surprised because they're usually pretty loud.
Yeah. I
Let
think
me do
Dr.
that.
Bones. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say Dr. Bones' patron got to Zoom. Oh, now I'm cut in half.
How dare
Hey,
you slice me?
I'm-
Sam?
Hi, is this me right here? Am I in shot? No,
No.
wrong way. Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, I remember Anne.
How you
so
doing?
Dr.
Oh my
Bo-
gosh, Anne!
Yeah.
Sorry, hi.
There we go. Okay, still no camera from Joey.
Why not?
Did your camera get
What's
unplugged?
No.
Are you
Are
sure?
you sure?
You might need to
I'm positive.
reapply it.
Is it on? Can you see a light or anything?
Oh Jesus H. What?
It got unplugged, didn't it?
No, it didn't. The light is on. My camera light is
Oh,
on.
okay.
Hold
So
on.
click
Hold
onto the
on a
arrow,
minute.
Joey, on your Zoom, where it's got like stop start camera. If you click the arrow, go to video settings. You may need to
I'm
reselect
gonna
it.
replug in my camera.
Bear
Okay.
with us, everyone. Technical difficulties.
Let's
Yeah.
continue with the intros while Joey fixes
Sounds good.
the issue.
Hey!
Yes.
We just had to admit defeat.
I just
Success.
had.
There we go.
I
Okay,
had
here's
to-
the bit.
Now
Take
we gotta
the controller.
now we gotta fix Nisa's camera because Joey's in both.
Okay, am I going left or right? Am I going the right way?
Oh, am I
other
off
way.
the camera? Off shot?
Yeah, what happened?
What
Yeah,
happened?
it's really weird. It's like you're extended into both Steve's camera box and Nisa's.
She's
Oh,
evolving.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Hello.
We're transcending into each
Guys,
other's
it's a
cameras
split
now.
screen.
Am I going the
Oh,
right
let me-
way?
Stay center center.
No,
with
I'm
my
not.
center
I'm
pointers.
going the wrong way. It's this way. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hey,
My
there you
bid
go.
is I have 1, 2, 3,
Fixed it.
4,
There, thank
5
you.
empty water bottles.
Nice.
Oh my dog.
Hydration is key.
If that doesn't tell you how much
my
water I
goodness.
drink, and you know what? This water bottle is gonna become my new weapon.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Who wants to get bonked?
Bonk, bonk.
Zoom,
actually-
apparently.
Somebody who uses a water bottle as a weapon can literally just yell hydrate or dihydrate.
Yeah.
Yee.
I just threw something at Sam.
Hydrate.
'Cause she wouldn't look at me.
Aww.
She didn't notice I was staring at her. Anyway, she's cute.
Aw.
Okay, so
Aw.
Anyway.
Hi everyone,
Hey.
I'm Dr. Boneless, and
hey
I'm
Mega,
back.
how you doing?
And there's another Mega in here. Who dares take my
Oh, your
Ooh.
branding.
They're not a
my
dinosaur.
brand? I know, but it's just I was 15 years old, Wesley, the editor.
Just saying.
Oh, she went there. She.
Western
Full.
Predator.
Hey, Katniss.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Boneless. I'm a deep gnome warlock, and I like to be friends with people who don't want to be friends with me.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah, it is.
It's weird because they
That is
almost
sweet.
always end up being friends with you. Just how it works out.
Even the sacred enemies.
Because a very good RP from our very own Joey.
No, I'm charisma.
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 I do want to just highlight Joey, you've done a lot of really good decisions with RP, and it's just like, it's so great. It's just
very,
so
very
out of
good.
left field. It's so great.
Because usually we make bad decisions.
No worries,
Yeah.
Ann. No worries, I get it. All right.
Yeah.
Nisa, do you want this water bottle?
I mean, sure, why not? I'll reduce, reuse, recycle, everybody. So, yeah. All right.
Only
This is
you
a
can save
PSA.
the planet.
Hey, it turned into a
Doggo.
little keychain. It's a kitty.
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 Oh god, you didn't
Steve.
hear me say doggo.
How dare you, Steve?
And also for specifically, if there's any other Critical Role fans, this is Frumpkin from Campaign 2 Critical Role. So
The best familiar.
Keto.
yeah,
Almost said doggo
the
again.
Kibby. So yeah. Anyways, hi guys, I'm Nisa or Nizareth in chat. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Avenir emote, who I play as our residential half-elven rogue, who was a circus runaway, trying to find her uncle, and apparently her uncle is a rude dude, and it's gonna be very interesting to see what's gonna unfold with that. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. But
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, can't-
Yes, it is.
yeah, can't wait to see what we have in store this session, and yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in every week too. It's been awesome, and just you guys along for the ride. So yeah, Mama just
Kira.
donated.
Yeah,
Wow.
Whoa!
Kira.
Mama's donated. Thank you very
Spicy.
much.
That's
Wow!
health potions for all of us.
Wow, well, we were
Kira!
two chicken soups.
Oh,
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kira.
Thank you. 2 chicken soups for everybody. Thank you very, very much,
Thank
Mama.
you.
No.
Thank you,
I make no
Malcolm.
promises, Kira. I make stupid decisions.
Everybody gets. Oh, and Lady Lovegood donated $20. Joey and Nisa get health potions. Please don't die. Also to the new DM, break a leg on the campaign. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's probably the best roast so far.
That's a good one.
Great.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
No, I like it. I'm down with
Yeah,
it.
need
This guy's
some-
great. He has a really good homebrew. I think he would be a really great homebrew DM.
Oh,
Yeah, what
thanks.
happened to that silver-haired guy, though?
I don't
I
know.
was going to
I
say,
he
do you
left.
need some help?
Too
but
much
I feel
trauma.
like if we search you too much, you might kill us.
Drama.
No, yeah, that was the thing. I was writing an especially traumatic player memory, and all my hair fell out.
Hair loss.
I
Instead
meant
of
to
turning your
ask
hair
how
gray.
you were allowed to donate it when it's
Did it
been
magically braid itself too, Wes?
No, so the specific one that I'm doing makes wigs for kids who like have lost it due to hair loss or stuff like
Right.
Right.
hair loss, whether it's a genetic thing or if they're going through chemo. But they will take dyed hair because as long as it's healthy and not fried, and mine was pretty healthy. So
Awesome.
That's
The
awesome that
luscious
you're doing
hair.
that.
Yeah. Also, that
Thank you,
especially
Aussie.
with LA County with a lot of unnatural hair colors, that's awesome that there's like the alternatives, just so as long as it's healthy enough. and it's not,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
fried.
Yeah, as
You
long as
better
awesome.
you better be keeping this hair healthy, buddy. No Garnier.
I don't have any
Garnier-
way.
what- it's
What am I
Garnier
gonna
not
do to this hair to damage it?
I don't know.
It's true.
Put it
There's not
into
a
a
lot
deep
you can do
fryer.
with short hair to damage it.
Yeah.
You make impulse decisions.
Like what?
Like dyeing your hair silver.
That wasn't an impulse decision. I thought about it for at least 2 hours.
At
2
least.
hours. 2 whole
I-
hours.
all
Yeah,
I-
you were
More than
holding the
1 hour.
Clorox.
All I'm
bottle, too.
saying is I have ADHD. I think very fast. So 2 hours is a freaking lifetime.
That's fair, because I do too.
It's a trial period.
Fair. So,
I mean, if
yeah.
you ever need to... Oh my god, my field's not working. If you ever need to dye your hair again, I do have a can of Clorox. Where is it?
That
There
is
we go.
not sus at all. That
Yeah,
looks
no.
very
No,
sus.
not at all.
It's
Not
high...
sus in the slightest.
It's the expensive-ish. It's the ones that cost like $100,000 a pop.
Oh, huh.
Wow.
Sure.
Where did you get that?
It's
kind of
what's-
money, and where can I get some?
I got
Same.
it from an estate.
And with
Anyway.
that,
That's where I'm going to end it.
Yeah,
speaking
anyway.
of segues, I'm
Speaking
gonna
of segues.
pass
Oh, you
off.
have an estate?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass off Frumpkin over to Cody. Cody, you got Frumpkin?
I got him. Don't worry.
Okay.
He's not going anywhere. From one adorable plush to another.
Hey!
little Pikachu.
This is my friend Sparky. But anyway. Hi, everyone. So I'm gonna kind of segue with this into something different. I have changed my Twitch name, so things are gonna be a little bit different from
Wait,
here on out.
have you?
I
You
have.
did?
Wow.
I did it the other day. It's a rebrand because I was getting tired of the old name. And how fitting, as the master of chaos himself, that it is now. Well, if it actually works. The
Chaos
Chew.
Chew!
Hey!
Nice. Nice.
So that is me now,
Rebrand.
and obviously that is Kaylin, the character that I play. I'm trying not to take up too much time because I know our lovely Dr. Bones over there has to leave soon. So I will just give you a little bit of a brief thing. Kaylin is our half-elf grave cleric / ranger, who was kind of a hermit in the forest for a long time and is coming to terms with the fact that maybe some people aren't as bad as he thinks they are. And he's going to save the world, or attempt to save the world, with his group of friends here. Anyway, I'm going to throw you guys down to this guy I don't know anymore. I've never met this person before. I don't know what happened to the silver-haired guy.
According to Nutmeg, Wes looks like the love child of Tom Cruise and Michael Keaton.
So
That-
Oh my god, is that Tom Cruise?
hilariously, I gotta tell you a story because Meg said that. The last time I had short hair, I went to Disneyland, and I had a bunch of tourists come up to me and ask if I was Tom Cruise. I
Stop it.
am not kidding you. That is not a lie. That actually happened. And I'm like, guys, I'm a good 6 inches taller than Tom Cruise.
Oh my gosh.
Could you like totally just end up being another Tom Cruise impersonator? There's another
I mean,
dude
he
that
could.
literally makes a living off being his impersonator.
Really?
Guys, we have Tom Cruise
Yeah.
as our DM.
Look, here's the thing.
Oh my god, Tom Cruise.
Look, I met
Oh,
him.
no.
Impossible.
He was very nice in person.
Scientology.
Just saying.
I'm
I met him in person. Seemed very, very nice.
Really?
Mission
Excuse me, Tom
Impossible.
Cruise. I'm a big fan of your work with Mission Impossible. 10 out of 10.
Tom Cruise, if
Please,
you'd like
please
to,
don't
if you'd
mention
like to be a
Impossible.
guest NPC.
Yeah, sure. We'll get Tom on here. All right, guys.
Get on Tommy
So,
Boy.
hi, I'm Wes, your dungeon master for this evening. Welcome to Yeet for Initiative.
Hi there.
Holy, I don't even know how to unpack what happened the last episode.
Oh, God.
Like,
There was 2 cliffhangers.
We
There was
had-
the play memory one and what happened.
so wasn't it every single person was down at one point except for
Yep.
one of you, except for
Except for
Tyson?
think it was-
Steve. Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. You can't get closer to a party wife than that.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Why did I have to be the final person? Because this
Because
is my
it's your
arc to
story.
my-
Because
Holy
this
crap.
is your arc, man. That's how this would go.
Yeah,
My
we'll
arc
see if
almost
any of us
killed
get
us.
an arc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Or
Make
die.
it through this one first.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys fought demons and went through a collapse of the entire mine complex, unfortunately blocking the way back to Mithros.
I didn't destroy it. What are
So
you talking
you
about?
guys are going to have to figure out a different way to get back to Brayden, and in time to save it from the Liches returning and the armies of the undead, which, as far as you know, could be attacking the castle right now.
as we
Everything's
speak.
fine.
But you don't
Can
know.
can I call on the succubus and incubus to come save us? Do they have cell stones?
Cell stones.
They do not have cell stones.
Man.
I mean, as far as you know, they could have it, but you don't.
Maybe they got.
you don't
They're
have.
the type of people who have cell stones.
But you don't have cell stones.
I would be the type of person to.
I had a burner
I would
cell
have
stone.
a. Dr. Boneless would have a ye old blackberry.
Yo,
Yeah, he would.
Wow.
it's literally just a blackberry.
Anyways.
It's a blackberry fossil.
Yeah. So
Anyways, go on. Sorry.
you guys are all now up after the
Right.
battle. The Goliaths have taken your weapons.
You ungrateful swines. I'm
And they
doing that.
chained us up.
And they've pretty much they've kind of wrapped, they haven't chained you, but they've wrapped your wrists with rope.
Close enough.
Wes, do you want to take this scary looking dog off the map?
I don't even have roll 20 up
Why not?
Oh.
Bad
because
DM.
we don't have a we don't have a battle map right now.
Fine.
The battle's
Oh,
done
I'll
there.
take it as a good thing.
The
But
battle's
the
done there.
scary looking thing is still on my map. It
The
scares me.
aggressive dog.
Well, I don't even have that open.
Oh,
So
that's your problem.
Okay.
the fearsome female Goliath warrior with bright red hair orders you to follow them.
Okay.
Tired, bruised, and battered, both physically and mentally, from the horrifyingly brutal battles of the day, you all begin to trudge slowly behind the Goliath war party towards their unknown destination. And you guys can interrupt me if you guys want to say or do anything at any point.
So we're in ropes and they're leading us towards somewhere.
Yeah. They're all exhausted. The female Goliath with the fiery red hair leads the pack of tired and wounded warriors up the rocky, overgrown path into the mountain range. Everyone but Tyson begins noticing the temperature drop significantly the further you go. All of your thighs start to ache and your calves burn with each step as the incline begins to steepen.
You weaklings.
Are we going to get altitude
You noticed that
sickness?
too, Tyson. You noticed
Wait, I
that.
thought you
You
said
just
I
don't
don't
notice
notice
the
it.
cold.
Oh, okay. Well, I noticed them starting to freeze, like more and more.
No, you notice that your legs hurt like hell because after all these battles and your injuries, you're exhausted. You're tired.
Oh damn! Now I'm a weakling.
Gee, I wonder why.
The
I'm
path
still standing.
now starting to curve up and around the side of the snow-capped mountain. As you curve around the bend, you all notice that what was a wall of rock on your left now slopes off to a sheer cliff with a nearly 100-foot drop. At the bottom, you see a flowing river with rapids that stretch out around the mountain and out of view. The further you climb, the more out of breath you feel as the air continues to get thinner and thinner.
Can we spend a couple days at base camp so we don't get altitude sickness?
No,
We don't have time.
because there's
Man.
no base camp.
Time's a social
Do we
construct.
even have the
You guys,
proper
you
gear
guys,
to
col-
be
you
climbing
guys
Everest
collapsed. You guys collapsed what you would have used as your base camp.
right now? Man.
Okay, that's kind of fair.
And again, at any point, you can interrupt me and ask questions or do whatever you want.
Okay, I'm interrupting. Does anybody have a jacket?
What's a jacket?
They all like the female warrior in the front doesn't even look back, but you notice out of your peripheral view that a few of the Goliaths kind of like look at you strangely and like shake their head. They don't answer you.
But you guys are a lot bigger than we are, and it's getting
Is
very
there-
cold.
Can the doctor somehow jump on me without causing some kind of
Well,
commotion?
my hands are tied. I would
Like-
if I put my arms around your neck, I would very well choke.
Oh no! If you're like, is the doctor in front of me?
The so the order right now goes like this. Jade is at the back, Tyson is at the front. In between them are the rest of the party.
I got you. yeah, I like to not get strangled to death. I'm
Yeah.
I'm currently holding my HP. I asked the red hairs in front of me, the red-headed
Mhm.
Goliath. I ask her, "Who are you?"
She
As
looks
we're
over.
like walking.
She looks over her shoulder at you. I am Arit. And you will be quiet until we arrive.
Tyson kind of does like a gesture of like, got it.
Well, I mean, I'll be as quiet as I can, but I can't keep my jaws from rattling.
She turns toward one of the Goliaths and motions her head back. He comes over and literally pulls out his bag from his hip, his leather bag, and hands it to you.
Okay, I'll take the bag. Can I carry the bag? Is the bag the same size as me?
The bag is about the size of your torso.
Okay, all right. Okay, can I look in the bag?
Yeah.
Okay, what's in the bag?
The bag is pretty much empty.
Oh, okay. Can I get into the bag?
He kind of like looks at your confusion and sighs, and then takes it back from you and cuts out a hole at the very bottom and 2 holes on the sides, and then hands it back to you.
That's your little jacket.
I have a little like.
He literally
Okay.
he literally makes you a jacket out of his satchel,
Thanks.
like a vest, but yes.
I mean, sure, I'll put it on. Do I get any warmer?
You do. It's a pretty thick leather, but yeah, you like your chest starts to feel warmer. Like your extremities, your arms and your legs don't feel any warmer, but your chest definitely starts to feel warm.
Sweet. Can I look up at him and thank him? Thanks.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
He just kind of like looks kind of annoyed. It shakes his head and keeps walking.
All right, that's fine with me as long as I'm warm.
You follow the group around the pass for close to an hour before starting to approach a massive natural cave in the side of the mountain. This way, the lead Goliath commands as she enters. Through the dark passageway, you see several of the Goliaths pick up torches and light them with flint and steel. The torches ignite quickly, and you can tell that they were definitely covered in some sort of fuel by how fast they caught the blaze. They lead you through the cave, and on the sides of this cave, you see blood stains and bodies. Blood is everywhere. It covers the walls, coats the floor, and you see pieces and parts of slain demons everywhere. A great battle was fought in this cave. There are no bodies of any Goliaths, however.
Nice place you got here.
It was nice before, the Goliath says. These monsters, and she eyes the group of you, will be killed whenever we see them. They attempt to kill many of our people and murdered much of our livestock, our livelihood. And should we find that there are any more of them, and again looks at your group, they will be dealt with swiftly.
Do they come from the mine that you found us?
Yes.
You might not have to worry about that anymore. The cave, the mine caved in.
She holds up her hand. No outsider will tell me what I should and shouldn't worry about. Understood?
Got it.
You continue through the cave for another 5 minutes until sunlight begins coming through from the other side. The sun is beginning to go down behind the mountain range, and it is beginning to get dark. You exit the cave into a massive canyon with snow covering the slopes on either side. A small walked path through the snow is in front of you. And the lead Goliath turns toward all of you. Keep your voices down through this pass. Any loud noise could cause an avalanche and bury us all alive. So if you value your lives, not a word. As she continues to walk down the path, snow crunching under her very large Goliath feet. Now, Tyson, what's interesting about this Goliath is she stands close to 9.5 feet tall. This is quite possibly the largest Goliath you've ever seen.
I stand about 7 foot, right?
I mean,
7, 8 foot.
you've seen people who are like 8 feet, or 8.5 feet even, and that's tall. But this Goliath, Arit, is 9.5, like very close to 9.5 feet tall. This is a monstrous Goliath. She could probably weigh close to 850 pounds, and she is pure muscle. Her
Almost a friggin' car.
her arms and what little you can see of her back have scars on them. What looks like beast wounds from like wolves or swords. This person has been through quite a few battles. You continue on through the pass.
As we're moving, do I notice anything on her persons that might signify something important about my past?
No, you don't recognize this person at all. You have not heard no stories about a powerful red-headed Goliath in the mountains.
Yeah.
And this is like not like normal red hair that you see. This is bright red.
Ooh, shine bright.
Continuing through the pass, all of you very quiet, not to cause an avalanche, as you do value your lives, at least a little bit. You continue up through the snow, the cold beginning to chill your very bones. The Goliath war party around you. Sorry, I can hear people talking in the background. You continue through the snow, continuing up into the mountain range. The cold wind sweeping through and chilling all but the Goliath, and causing your teeth to chatter. None of you were very prepared for this type of weather. And you continue walking.
I check in on the others while we're
Yeah, you can.
progressing. Guys, are you guys okay?
Av,
Like very quietly under my voice.
Yeah. Av just looks exhausted, but just like weakly like nods that she's okay and just like
Everyone but Tyson.
we'll
Yeah.
read things like this.
Yeah, everyone but
like,
Tyson, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sweet.
Can I be like
but me.
clutching Tyson's leg at this point for warmth?
Sure.
Hold me.
con save?
Yep.
16.
I got a 12.
Dirty 20.
So you got Avenir and Cody are fine. Dr. Boneless is starting to turn a little blue.
Oh,
but you're
cool.
holding on to dear life to Tyson's leg. And you have the nice leather satchel around you. So you are managing to still stay warm, but your fingers and toes are starting to go numb.
Can I have Tyson's hands? Tyson, can Tyson hold my
Yeah.
hand?
Try and give him somewhat warmth.
Yeah.
I mean, you could pick Dr. Boneless up if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll pick him up.
Dad.
My son, hang in there.
Like this exchange is happening like mentally, just like in the mind, Dad, and then in the mind,
Me next.
How are you holding Dr. Boneless, Tyson?
So
yeah,
if
'cause-
Bonus is behind me, I would kind of just... My hands would basically pick him up, right? Because he's kind of like the same size as my hands, right?
Not that
Like, is that-
small, but yeah, you could pick up Dr. Boneless quite easily.
Yeah, so
Or
I
you
kind
would
of like,
be like holding
cradle him a bit.
holding a like 2-year-old.
Yeah, I'll kind of like hold him like it's 2-year-old.
Okay, so you put Dr. Boneless against your chest, and your armor is freezing. 'Cause you're wearing
Oh,
steel
wonderful.
armor. So immediately Dr.
Made it
Boneless would
worse.
have to recoil away from
Ah.
My
the
bad.
freezing
Bonus.
steel armor.
Cold.
Got
I
Arthur's.
think I might kill him.
And the Goliaths are starting to look at the group annoyed.
Put me down.
Oh, I'm not saying anything at all this entire time, so.
All right.
Put me down. Please put me down. It's cold.
Yeah, put him back down again. Just hold him to my leg, Doctor.
Okay. I clutch for dear life.
The woman stops and looks right at you, Tyson. If one of your friends are cold, why not just put them in your pack?
Can you do that?
Wouldn't they have like taken it off me?
Yeah,
they took my
there's a
weapons?
gold
Yeah,
nugget
they-
in.
They're not
They-
carrying your stuff. They're carrying your weapons.
Okay,
Oh,
I wasn't
just the
sure like what the
weapons.
clarification
Yeah, they're
was.
not going to carry your crap for you.
I thought they'd
we-
like stripped us of everything.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
what I was
giant
under the
gold
impression of that,
nugget
too.
in Tyson's backpack.
Yeah. And also,
You can-
I noticed from one of your guys' notes in the D&D chat, Dr. Boneless did give that gold nugget to the succubus.
Not the big one, the small one that I grabbed.
Yeah, didn't they decline it though?
No, they did not.
Yeah.
decline it.
Oh, I thought they did.
They
Oh,
didn't
okay.
decline it. I took the small one that I grabbed from the chest, but the big rock that I got from the other room was in Tyson's backpack.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
it's still, I assume, in Tyson's backpack.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take the L on that. I remembered it.
Yeah, I thought they declined it. I thought they gave it back to us, but oh.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Any little poodle.
If there's much room, I'll without a word, just get Doctor to go in my bag. Maybe you can hug the rock.
And she starts
The rock
walking.
would be very warm.
Though it might not matter once we get there.
Oh, lovely.
And you continue walking along the path. Again, you can stop me at any moment for this
Mhm.
stuff and ask questions.
Yeah, I would just think. Ask questions. Yeah.
Can I perception check our terrain?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 6. I don't perceive anything.
I mean,
So, like,
looking
it's
around
specific,
on
right?
either side of you, you're going through this
14.
mountain pass. It almost looks like two sets of mountains have created almost a V. Both sides are covered in snow. And
Hello.
yeah, for those of you who have dealt with cold weather, which I don't think any of you really have, to
Well,
No, I would-
Tyson?
I live in
Tyson,
California.
you
Being-
grew up in a kingdom,
I mean, I technically, I guess,
He was
could have
shouting,
if I
right?
grew up in the forest.
right? But you didn't grow up in the mountains.
No, not in the mountain areas, no.
Would Av may have dinner travels or no?
You had maybe heard about people who have survived avalanches and stuff, so you know
Ah.
that they can be deadly. But
Okay.
the rest of you don't really know how much danger potentially you're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Continuing
Okay.
up the pass, you start to notice little outcroppings of rock on either side. Make a perception check.
Okay.
All of us?
Ooh,
I mean, are you
I got a
fully in
dirty,
Tyson's pack?
I got a
Dr. Bowman?
10.
Yeah,
Perception.
you're in the
dirty
pack. Then.
20.
I'm like
nice.
I have closed the pack.
You're pretty much sealed in that pack, but you're warmer
That
now.
is cocked.
Yay!
You
Yeah.
gotta like move aside some of the more uncomfortable stuff.
I would imagine Kaylin's too busy focusing on the cold because I rolled an 8.
I rolled
Listen
an
here,
18.
Rachel. I can
An
still
18,
read the chat.
An 18, yeah, that'll. You notice that on some of these outcroppings, there's some movement.
Oh.
And studying it closer, the light is starting to go dark, but you recognize one of them as a Goliath. It
So
looks
even if it
like
goes dark.
potentially a sentry.
Clarify for the player. What's a sentry?
Someone
Somebody's
who's
standing
keeping
guard.
guard.
Gotcha. Okay. I was like, is this a friend or a threat? 'Cause-
Well, either way,
Why
it's
not
either.
both?
I mean, you don't know. You don't know. All it looks like is somebody is watching you, and as you notice them, you see the female Goliath nod to them and like wave her hand in the air.
Okay. With that, Av, like when she saw the sentry, like tensed up, but then once she saw the female Goliath, like wave him off, she relaxes a bit.
Continuing up the path, she looked over her shoulder. So, where did you all come from?
Av looks at Tyson.
Originally or recently?
I'm not saying a word at this point.
You mean
Why were you in the mine?
we're actually heading here to seek help and some more guidance.
What
We
sort
heard of-
help and guidance?
We heard of Goliaths within the mountains. I'm sure you got partly told of what happened in the town of Braden, and how
And she kind of like scoffs. Braden. Those pathetic weaklings should barely even be allowed to be called Goliaths.
Ooh, inter-Goliath racism.
Out of character. Out of character. Out of
Yeah,
character.
out of character.
with all due respect, I don't know much about you yet. Hope to learn more soon.
I'm guessing
But
that's
we-
where you're from.
Well, somewhat previously.
No wonder your hands are so soft. And she turns and keeps going.
That bloody sass.
I
it's
love
a
it.
character. I use a nice lotion, actually. Ye old lotion.
Oh my gosh.
I check on the doctor just to make sure he's alright in my bag.
I'm fine.
You can pop your head out if you want.
Okay, I pop.
Okay. You just see
Hopefully
like
that's
like you turn around to check on Dr. Bonus and you just see that boop, like kind
Hiya.
of like the submarine like little tower that pops
Yeah.
up out of the backpack and just starts looking
The
around.
periscope,
And like
I mean,
yeah,
the boop.
periscope just like up and then back into the bag. Like yes, I'm fine. Goodbye. Warm in here.
Doctor. Oh, this is going to be quite interesting how we're going to get that help in a very, very up themselves.
You
I'm
have,
still doing that.
out of character, you do have stuff from your backstory that you can use. So
Yeah, I need to dig back into that again.
there's
My
a,
memory
there's
is
a
a
way.
little- When there's a well, there's a way.
We've come too far.
Exactly.
And just a reminder in case you needed it. But if any of you try anything, you'll be killed on the spot. We have no tolerance for weakness or stupidity.
Oh, we have a lot of that.
That's our
Out of
group right there.
character.
I mean, no disrespect, but considering you took our weapons, that shouldn't be an issue.
And
You'd think
Av
that.
like elbows him and just like looks at him like keep your mouth shut.
Well, she kind of like looks over her shoulder and smirks. at Kaylin and then continues walking forward. At least one of the group is smart.
Hey, I have a PhD.
You think you have a PhD.
I have a PhD.
A ye old PhD. I don't even think that doctor has a
That was too perfectly timed. I'm sorry.
I have a PhD.
All right. Continuing forward,
You just
start
hear,
to
hey,
smell
I have a PhD
smoke.
inside the bag.
Avenir, since you got the high perception, you begin to smell smoke.
Okay.
Smells like what potentially would be a campfire.
Okay. I was gonna ask if I can do another perception check if there's like
What do you want to know?
a camp. Oh, I was about to ask if I can do a perception check on if there's like a campsite or any signs of civilization, but never mind. There's that. So, yeah. Okay. Can I make a perception check to see if there's civilization?
No, I mean,
Basically-
I'll just tell
okay.
you. I'm keeping your 18.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you can see like the light is getting darker by the second, but in the distance you can see some smoke coming from over a hill. You guys are still ascending into the mountains.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's you can see what potentially would be or where it would be, but it's still a fair ways off.
Okay.
Continuing on for another 15 minutes, you finally crest what seems to be the top of the snowbank. And in front of you, you see what looks to be a little nomadic village. Crude encampment made out of animal skins and furs, with a large fire in the center of about 40 of these tents. Goliaths are moving around. There are little pens for goats, as well as a small, crude house for some chickens. Stop!
I stop.
Yeah.
We stopped.
Stop.
I mean-
She turns to look at the group. I am taking you to meet the Elder. He is the one that shall determine if you are to be trusted, and not another one of those pathetic shapeshifters. Battles should be fought head-on against an enemy who is as equally armed as you. Deception and stealth are the tools of cowards and weaklings.
Look right at your camera.
Normally, she keeps you walking forward. Dismissed, she says to the rest of the group. You will all follow me. Do not deviate from my path. If you do, I will consider it an act of aggression and cut you down.
All right.
I have no plans to leave until I get my weapons back anyway.
Av elbows him again.
Normally, Goliaths out here don't survive to be as old as the Elder, as everyone is expected to pull their weight, unlike the soft and pathetic Goliaths from Brayden. They might as well just be humans.
Some bites his lip.
The Elder is the oldest and wisest among us, and his ability to see into the hearts and minds of others is unparalleled. It's one of the reasons we are the most powerful of the mountain clans. I lead the hunting parties, and, like today, the war party, should a need arise. But he leads our people in all other aspects. Straight ahead, and she steps aside and points you toward the largest tent structure. It has its own small fire inside of it, with smoke coming out of the top of the tent. She
Um,
leads you forward. Stop there. Form a line.
I'll do it.
I go at the front.
Okay.
I go behind Tyson.
Well, she
Do I need to
she
get
sets
out of
you
my
side
bag?
She moves you side by side, each other.
Gotcha. Okay,
Can I
that
pop my
line.
And she looks at all of you. And you can see that Jade is like starting to get a little pissed off at this point. Like,
Yeah, I had a feeling
you know,
she, like,
she's
bust
lived
her
in
ass.
Braden the whole time, and she is not soft or weak. Like, you can tell just by her facial expression that that's what she's thinking. She's pissed. Even though this Goliath is like a good 2 feet taller than she, or like 2 feet taller than she is 100% like, and Jade is very injured still. She's like ready to take her on. Even with her hands tied, Jade is like, let's go. Like, you can tell on her face, like, exactly what she's thinking.
Make that 2 Goliaths that want to, yeet this bloody chick. This
Elder.
Goliath.
I have brought you these for you to judge. And she holds her hand up, and you hear swords unsheath and bows being drawn back from behind you. And as you turn your head, you notice that there are about a dozen different Goliaths with arms facing in your direction.
I'm terrified.
Av is saving face, but like internally, she's also terrified.
Kalen's saving face and internally just is like, I just want to get this over with. But at the same time, this reminds him of being confronted by all of the villagers.
Would Tyson kind of just pass off as like, oh, it's just Goliath again?
I mean, you don't know. This is not your culture. This is not something you would do in Braden.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah.
And from the tent, with what looks to be a handle of an old battle axe, a Goliath in a hood begins coming out of the tent, face shrouded in shadow. You have brought me interesting ones this time. Yes, we caught them coming from the mines. The mines. You fear that these are demons, do you? Yes, like the others before. The shapeshifters. Can you see if these are of their ilk? I can assure you that these are not like those. You there. He points at Kalen. What is your name?
My name is Kalen Vesteris.
You draw your power from an interesting place, Kalen Vesteris.
It's one I hope to understand further in the future.
Moves on to the next one. And you, pointing at Avenir. Who are you?
My name's Avenir Elsbane.
He looks you up and down as he did Kalen. You can't see his face quite yet, but you can tell just based on the movements of his hood that he's studying you.
Okay.
The one,
Avenir doesn't break eye contact.
the one in the bag.
I pop out.
You also draw your power from an odd place, but unlike the other one, yours is dark in nature. Do you mean us harm?
No, I don't. It's just I bought the power on impulse.
The the female Goliath, the red-headed Goliath, scoffs. Could that small creature even do anything to us, Elder? You would be surprised, young one.
Can I shake the elder's hand?
I mean, you're still in a backpack, about 25 feet away from the Elder.
Oh, okay. Well,
Social
I'm Dr.
distance.
Boneless. Nice to meet
You
you.
would be surprised, young one. Power can come in many forms, and I sense great power coming from this one.
Ooh, abracadabra.
And now, to you, and looks at you, Tyson.
Hi there, Elder.
And he just
Name
stares
is-
at you. Waiting for something, it almost seems. What do you do?
I say the name is
I
Tyson.
know who you are, Tyson of House Tyson, son of the former King Mikael and of Queen Lee.
What
And I
in the-
know why you've come. My only question is, what took you so long?
How do you know about me?
He removes his hood, revealing his eyes,
Please don't be father somehow.
and you all notice that he is completely blind.
Oh?
His eyes are completely whited over.
Do I do a perception check? Can I do a perception check to see if he's
It would
I
seem
mean,
like-
you don't recognize this guy.
okay?
It would seem like we're not the only interesting characters around this place.
16.
He looks straight at you. So it would seem, Kalen Vesteris. And you, Jade. Or should I say, Willow.
Does Jade
Daughter
have a last name?
of Kenobu.
How do you know about us, Elder?
You two, I met you when you were but children.
Oh,
I knew your father well. A bit
he's not
soft,
with us today.
but a good soul.
He told me your stories of the mountains. Oh,
And-
good stories.
And you can just see, like, right when he said your name, the red-headed Goliath, she just glares at you.
Oh, someone a bit upset with not getting the attention.
Once again, out of character.
This is the evil king of Brayden?
No.
You are
No.
mistaken, my dear. That king is not Tyson of House Tyson. He is a pretender, as I have told you many times. Then why would his people follow him? Because they do not know any better. And they are weak.
Weak.
Weak and will and weak in spirit. So, Tyson,
Yes, Elder.
and will, and like she glares at him, very well. Jade, you come here seeking our help to retake your kingdom, yes?
Correct.
What are you prepared to offer us in return for our assistance?
And a character I didn't really think this far through. Other than the whole Rochester.
This would be a Katie answer here.
Yeah, does he mean like physical or like what
You
is
don't know?
what is
Elder, when you mean by deal, do you mean by physical or potential? Um, in what kind of form?
And he just kind of like tilts his head and looks at you. Perhaps my eyes deceived me. I assumed that you were Tyson of House Tyson. Was I mistaken?
No, you're correct. Father just never really taught me much about the bargaining before.
Then he had failed you.
There's a lot of things that father didn't get a chance to teach me. So I'm sure that he was going to tell me how to, in this sense, bargain. All I can help with is I'm aware that monetary sense in this kingdom means little to nothing at all here. So if I'm put in power, again, if we can take the land back, would be to maybe have a relationship between the two Goliaths again, so that we can ultimately, and hopefully a nice, not nice, crap. I am winging this bit. In a way where the Goliaths of all planes of existence can, crap, I had the words in my head, thrive in this world that we're in. Our ancestors
You wish
went
to
through a lot.
reinstate your father's supply chain. Is that your offer?
What was the supply chain? He never really went into those kind of details.
He never told you of our alliance, the battles we helped him win, the lives that were given for his kingdom. He neglected to tell you of us at all. Is that what you are trying to make me believe?
Just Wes, is there like, can I do a history check to see if this was stuff
Yeah.
that he did tell me, like as a player? I just
As a
forgot?
history check, yeah, you learned, well, not only was there a player memory specifically talking about this stuff,
Yeah.
but also, yes, your father did tell you he had a trade route for them. Even when he wasn't receiving anything, he was still sending supplies.
Okay, can I retcon that? I
Sure, that's fine.
didn't realize I hadn't written that down. Hadn't written that down.
No worries.
Okay. Yes, father did tell me of all the deals that he did have in place. Did this stop around? Does he know my age by chance? The elder.
You could ask.
Elder, do you know how old I was when you left, and how old I was when the supply chain stopped? Did he stop this deal while he was still in power, or
The
after?
supplies stopped being sent after your father's passing, or should I say, his assassination.
I'm glad that someone else is calling it for what it was.
We always knew, or at least I did. I can see things that others cannot. And the new king, the traitor king, attempted to wipe us out. For he feared us, feared our strength.
He was always weak in different ways. He always wanted power.
Subterfuge and chaos are his tools of war. But those cannot meet with the might of us, the true Goliaths. Even your father recognized our strength. One of our warriors is worth dozens of those from Braden.
He did mention the power that your tribe brought to the world.
Do you know why I am the oldest of all the Goliaths in all of the mountain clans.
Wes, did he ever say that?
Not
Sorry,
really. It
I
was mentioned earlier in this thing. Because all Goliaths are meant to continue to pull their weight from when they are a child all the way through until the end of their days. If they can no longer do that due to illness, sickness, or weakness, they are cast out or killed. In our culture, death in battle is the most pride and honor we can achieve. For me, however, my eyes went quickly, but with them came a new sight. The ability to see the energy of all things around. That's how I recognized you both. I know your soul from when I met you, when you were just a child. Back when I was still a warrior. I still thirst for battle, but I am more needed here. You say that you are a true Goliath of Braden, yes?
yes.
Do you consider yourself a true Goliath?
Yes.
Then
Fight for the
why,
people.
after all these years, do you only return now?
The kingdom is under siege and like no time like now to take back what was
The
rightfully.
kingdom has been under siege since your father's death. Do you value your people?
Yes.
Then I shall ask again. Why did it take you so long to visit us?
I needed to build the strength back up again to bring my people back. To know that.
And he kind of, like, he hits the pillar of the tent, like, really hard, and it shakes a bunch of the snow off. And, like, you hear the wood of this thick log, it's almost a tree trunk, crack under his fist. This elderly Goliath probably looks to be about 75, and he is still strong. You and your people should have fought right then and there.
We didn't have enough people. They
You have thousands! Thousands, tens of thousands of Goliaths. You are telling me that your forces couldn't outmatch one deceiving little brat.
he converted a lot of people in the time that I was away. I don't really want to go into it because it's just a whole lot of stuff to go through. We're on a time loop. I couldn't do anything
Understand.
in 8 years.
And Jade kind of steps forward. And I'm not going to say exactly what it said, but the general gist of what Jade would say at this point is that she's been fighting for Brayden the whole time. I understand your fury and your rage, Jade. But you are not the one I am speaking to now. I see the fire in your heart. I ask of Tyson that he ignite his. Why did you not return until now?
How could I? I was a child. We had to evacuate.
You were 13. You were an adult. Fully grown. We send younger into battle. If you had grown up here, this would not have happened. But still, Your father helped my people greatly. So I am willing to give you one last chance to earn my respect.
How can I show this?
Those creatures from the mines have plagued us for months. You and your friends will dispose of them for us.
Has this stopped recently? Now that we've looked around, because that Goliath that's standing right there, the redhead, I literally told her that if they're all coming from that mine, it's caved in. There's no way in or out.
And he kind of looks to her, and she nods. The cave collapsed behind them. Interesting. Was this your doing?
Yes.
In a sense.
So you are responsible for destroying our only path to the sea.
Avenir pipes up. We were defeating the creatures that were inside, and it appeared to be the leader, or the biggest creature that was there. And once we defeated the Eater of Hope, from what we've heard that it was called, that was when the mines had collapsed, and we were able to run and defeat any and all creatures that we were able to find while getting out.
We barely made it out alive.
He yes, many of you do seem weakened and injured. And looks to Dr. Boneless. Hungry, it seems.
Am I hungry?
You haven't really eaten. None of you have really eaten today. But
Yeah, no,
Why was that directed at me?
I don't know.
You'll never know.
Chicken.
Well, to be honest, we have been fighting for practically the entire day.
And we had been fighting alongside Tyson, trying to get Brayden back under his command and under Jade, with Jade's aid as well, with the rebellion that she has led as well.
And Brayden has some supernatural forces that are going to descend upon it very
Or could
soon.
already be there for all we know.
So
Yeah.
My force might not be of Goliaths, but these guys are stuck by me, and Jade has been leading the way while I try and make it back to the lands.
loyalty is a most precious trait, even if they aren't. And he kind of looks over everybody else. Physically as adept as a Goliath. Now tell me, and he walks down from his tent and walks straight over to you. And he looks like he used to be pretty tall, but he's now kind of hunched over.
Sup,
So
shorty.
he looks
Sorry.
he looks up at you, and his eyes, they're almost completely white. You can barely tell that there were pupils there. He looks straight up into your eyes. Now tell me, Tyson, what is your plan? Should we join you in battle?
To fight for the kingdom against the doctor down here
That is
mentioned.
an idea, not a plan. What is your plan? Your strategy? You are asking our people to lay down their lives for yours. I need to know that there was at least some thought put into this battle plan of yours.
We need to scout the area again. We just
You
need
need
to
to
find
scout
place.
your own kingdom.
It's been some
Why?
time.
May I interrupt, sir?
He kind of
Please
like
do.
steps to the side and looks around.
I'm in the bag.
Yeah,
still
he
in the
looks,
bag.
looks around Tyson and into the bag. Yes.
I pop out telescope, no, periscope style.
Oh.
No, I mean no offense by this, sir, but planning does take a lot of time, and without concrete numbers on our army, we cannot plan a significant amount of what we want to do, not knowing whether or not we have the resources we need.
I understand and appreciate your loyalty to Tyson. However, Tyson has had over 18 years to plan the retaking of his kingdom. This should be just a stepping stone in the attempt to retake Brayden. I wish to know how he plans on getting an army inside the impenetrable walls of the Castle Brayden. How do you plan on getting a force of hundreds or thousands of us inside? Do you have a plan to unite the clans of the Goliaths? Or were you merely planning on bringing whichever group you happened upon first?
I mean, the way that we're gonna go in is sneak in. Beneath the city are
You hear
tunnels.
several of the Goliaths around you scoff at when you say sneak.
Can I shoot them like a death glare? Why are people so mean?
Can I do an Arcana check on this guy?
Sure.
I'm just curious about something.
Yeah.
It's not gonna get me much. That's a
God,
7.
you're putting so much
7.
on.
You're detecting some magical energy from this guy, but you can't pinpoint anything or really discern anything.
Okay, I was just curious.
Can I actually like shoot? Like seriously, these people are being really horribly rude and unwelcoming.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
Yeah, well, you don't always have to be like that. I'm feeling very attacked for no reason.
Understand this, Tyson. I respected your father for more than just his words. I respected him for his actions. Whatever he said, he always followed through. You would know that better than most. Now, when I ask you your plan, when I ask you how it is you plan to retake your kingdom, know that I will also have to ask my people to die for yours. That is not something I will ever do lightly. Our people are more than just numbers. Unlike the human armies that came after our people so long ago, every single one of us has a role to play in the survival of our village. Know that if we send our armies to fight for you, many of the people at home may die because we will not be able to get enough food or water or other supplies. Know that we will be in danger to attacks from wildlife and other creatures. If the demons return, we will be vulnerable. We risk the annihilation of our way of life in order to save yours.
Elder, if I may, I mean no disrespect by this, but if we can't get your help here, there will be no life to return to.
What do you mean, Kalen Vesteris? Is there another threat that we have not been informed about?
There is a threat to the entire world.
He kind of turns to you and starts walking slowly. Go on.
I'm sure you've heard of High Valentry, correct?
We do not bother ourselves with the affairs of the human world.
But have you heard of the area?
No.
Well, there is a kingdom over there, run by a man by the name of King Perseus.
This name I do know. I've
Well-
been told that he was a fierce warrior when he was a young man, a conqueror, and also a tyrant. Why do you speak his name?
That same tyrant now controls an entire army of undead forces.
And he kind of like looks confused and then looks to Tyson and Jade. Is this true?
Yes, Elder.
And these forces threaten Braden?
They took down other surrounding towns. I'm not sure if you heard of Navad.
No.
It's a massive city.
It's an, as Kaelin said, it's a massive city that's a bit far from Braden. That's no more.
And
The undead
the female
took it
Goliath
down.
pipes in. If they fell to a mere pathetic force of undead, they were weak and deserved to die. And he,
How about millions of them?
the elder holds up his hand to her. Millions. The
Correct.
undead
Yes.
are nothing to be trifled with. And the weakest ones that we have had to deal with in these mountains were so incredibly pathetic. But that does not mean they all are. Hold your
If-
tongue, please. That's not to you, that's to her.
Okay.
And she just kind of like grits her teeth. This adds a new layer to your story. Not only do you want us to fight and break through the walls of Braden, but you also require us to fight off an army of, and he looks to Kaelin, millions of undead.
Fortunately, that is correct.
I'm asking for a lot here, but yes.
Will require the meeting of the clans. If what you say is true, and they plan to wipe out all other life, then it is indeed a problem for all of us, is it not?
If I may
Correct.
say a word, Elder.
Yes, Avenir Elsbeam.
Unfortunately, the fraud king the fraudulent that's on the throne in Braden has made an alliance with High Valantry. Details we're not privy to. However, this force, this Lich King, has made its way into Braden, and we have thankfully been able to defeat it once. But it is supposed to return to Braden in 5 days' time.
What do you mean? You did not finish it off.
Would Avenir know, out of character, would Avenir know
You would not.
the nature of it?
Avenir
Does
would
anybody
not.
in this party know?
Kaelin might. Make a history check.
What is my history, actually? I haven't done this in so long. Okay. 15?
Yeah, you would remember that, like, just of the books you've obtained, via travelers and trading for various skins and stuff from the animals you had to hunt for food. You read a few books about this, and one of the most powerful undead is the Lich, with the ability to raise dead, and if killed, can be brought back to life via a phylactery. And if the phylactery is destroyed after the Lich has been killed, the Lich will be destroyed forever, but they cannot be fully killed unless the phylactery is destroyed.
If I may, once more, I know a little bit more about this topic than most.
Very well, Kaelin Vesteris.
It is true that we fought the Lich King and we did defeat it, at least in the moment. However,
Explain.
Lich Kings have a secondary way of coming back to life. If we were able to find its phylactery, from what I've read, and destroy it before it came back, then yes, it would be gone forever. But if we do not do so, if we don't destroy the phylactery, it will come back to life even more powerful than before.
And he kind of like rubs his chin. I don't sense that you are lying, Kalen Vesteris or Avenir Elsbeen. None of you have said anything untrue. But you still have not passed our test of strength, Tyson. In order for any of my people to follow you, we will have to consider you one of our own. There is a rite of passage that all young Goliaths must pass through in order to be considered one of the clan. You are a little older than we would normally put them through, but you are from Brayden, so I'm sure you won't be at too much of a disadvantage to our 10-year-olds.
You would so much get my ass beat by 10-year-olds on very low HP.
We require you to do little more than hunt for us. We require the skin of a dire bear.
Would I know about dire bears?
You know, they're pretty freaking mean and big and dangerous.
That's what I was wondering. So I would know about that.
Can we get a pet bear?
A big doggo.
Pet bear. Want a pet bear. Thank you very much.
And because it seems that you have at least survived this long, there is one in particular that has been giving some of our younger members trouble for the past few years. If you can kill this dire bear on your own and bring back its flesh, its skin, and its meat for our people, we will consider you one of our own.
And what of the rest of us?
What about the rest of you?
What are we to do
Yes.
while he's gone?
Surely you can figure that out for yourselves.
It's a little hard when my hands are tied.
Hey guys, we're going to take a little break right now. We'll be right back. So yeah, we will be back. I'm going to turn off the audio for now. And yeah, we'll be back in like 5 minutes. All right, we return, everybody. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
E.
Now I forget where we left off, though.
I also forget where we left.
It was
I think we were talking about
about
dire bears.
like about you guys. Yeah, like the group.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do?
Oh yeah, no, I had asked him like.
Yeah,
No, I
what do you-
remember what I said
yeah.
now. I said it's kind of hard with my hands tied, because I was being
Yeah.
a little sassy.
He kind of like laughs a little bit. I suppose you're right. We have nothing to fear from these. Remove their bindings. And she kind of like looks to the elder real quick before nodding and then pulling out a dagger that to Dr. Boneless is probably like a large sword.
Can I Roger
Great
Rabbit
sword.
out of my ropes?
Out of your robes?
Yeah, out
Trying
of my
to do
ropes.
this.
My ropes, the ropes in my wrists.
Like, wait a second.
I mean, I do think it would be funnier if you just stuck both your hands out of the bag, but you're still inside of it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna pull a Roger Rabbit where I just like slipped out of them.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay.
If
All
you
right,
do
I
this,
will.
it'd be great.
Where's
Please net 20 it.
Be hilarious.
this is... That's an 11.
11. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use a +3. You get out.
Hey.
You can throw it out of the bag if you want.
Okay, I'll yeet it out of the bag
All right.
without like only my hand.
You yeet it out of the bag, and she just kind of like grabs it out of the air, looks confused at it, and then like
I hold a peace sign out of the bag, like
she doesn't know what that means, but she does. She goes down the line and cuts everybody's ropes.
Galen kind of like massages his wrists a little bit, and he's like, "Thank you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like my weapon so I can go help my friend."
She looks to the elder with like a glare. I said that Tyson has to go alone.
You said this, yes, but he's worth more to me than pretty much anything. So, I'm gonna go help him.
Good. I assume that goes for the rest of you as well.
yep.
If we may,
If you
we
may.
go together. What I'm trying to say is if we could like get our supplies and everything. That's what I'm trying to say. Words are difficult right now, but yeah. If we may get our supplies and our weapons,
We're in this together, or not at all?
we're a package deal. We've been through a lot. We've been through a time loop. We
About 9.5 years worth.
We fought
And
undead.
he looks
We fought-
confused. What do you mean by time loop?
It was a form of magic where we couldn't break out of a time. So imagine a day, and if one of us died in this time loop, it would reloop and loop, and we couldn't leave until we found the source of what brought
We
us.
pretty much
into a loop.
lived the same day over and over and over and over again, knowing exactly what was going to happen, and pretty much being one of the, well, a few of the only people who were able to remember what happened.
Like you
To
see a
us, it was
few
a
people
day.
like a few of the Goliaths like turning and chatting with each other, like whispering, and he holds his hand up. This is not a form of magic I am familiar with, yet you speak the truth.
We haven't lied to you yet, have we?
And he like looks around. They do not lie to us, as many of your whispers suggest. I see through lies. I see through illusions. These are neither. They do not deceive us. And your friends are loyal to you. Even the quiet ones. And he looks over to Jade. Very well. Retrieve us the carcass of the dire bear, and you shall all be welcomed into the clan. The woman steps up. I'm elder, I must protest. These are not Goliaths.
And what's wrong with that?
You see a quick smirk come across the elder's face when you say that. You know as well as I do that a member of the clan is not judged on their size or stature. They are judged by what they can do. And if these can take down the dire bear that has plagued us, then they will all be worthy of clanhood. But even the greatest of warriors must rest. And you have done us a great service by disposing of the demons and collapsing the tunnel to the mouth of the 9 hells from which these monsters came. But there are others. Many more fled from those tunnels. Many more invaded our homes, attacked our livestock, and tried to take our lives. If you should encounter any of these creatures along your way, dispose of them as well.
Will do.
Consider it done.
You betcha.
Only
You have
then
my word.
will I consider bringing the clans together for the first time in ages. But know this, Tyson, son of Mikael. This does not guarantee our help. For if even one clan refuses you,
The deal's off.
that's correct.
Father did tell me that as well. That as well as my people here, the clans are like a unit as well.
And in the time that you go and fight the dire bear, maybe try coming up with something of a plan for what to do should you gain our forces. The other clans will require as much.
Got it.
Now,
It's going to just out of character write that down, come from a plan to take it over, because I didn't have like a solid plan. All I was thinking was
None of us
get the
did.
people, we have like the numbers, how do we kind of like infiltrate my home again? That sounds really bad. Infiltrate my home.
To add a character, Avenir just it's like Avenir's just like to-do lists, priorities. Make a plan.
Formulate plan.
Dr. Boneless's notebook says plan after party.
Plan after party.
For
Big
now.
cake.
for now, we shall celebrate the destruction of many of our enemies and mourn the loss of several of our own in battle. They died well, fighting for the security of our home.
Honorable feat, if I do say so myself.
My thoughts are with your tribe. They died trying to help you and your people here today. And they did it justice.
We can offer you food and water and a place to sleep for the night, but we expect those supplies to be replenished. Everyone pulls their weight here, no matter how small.
Excuse me?
Does he look at Boneless as
He
he
does
says
look
that?
at Boneless when he says that.
You underestimate me, sir.
Oh no, he doesn't, I don't think.
I'm sure you say you can kind of read us. I imagine you know that we'll keep that deal. We always do.
You are the son of Mikael. I expect nothing less. Now,
I can
I need to meditate and look upon the world that is to see what the world will be, assuming that we help you.
I almost thought you said metagame.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say medic.
He turns around and walks into his tent without another word.
Well, that was certainly a situation.
Follow me. I will show you to your temporary lodgings. You can thank those that fell that you will not be sleeping out on the snow tonight.
Avenir just looks at her. Much appreciated. Although, I do give my respects to the families of the fallen.
Luckily, the fallen had no loved ones to leave behind.
Although
don't know
give
if
my
I-
respects to those souls of the fallen.
It is
And
appreciated.
have some respect. They saved your damn life.
Avenir
And
elbows.
she glares at him. Excuse me, Tyson of Braden. If you were one
That's
of
my
us
name.
truly, you would know that there is no greater honor than to fall in battle fighting for your people. They died well. We are
Exactly.
happy for them.
You say they have no
Well,
loved ones, but I'm keen to disagree.
They have
Seems like
no
you care a
one
great
else
deal.
to call their own.
Are
They
you
were
sure?
loved by us all.
That's
Then they
fair.
have loved
Have
ones.
loved ones. You're their loved ones.
Yes, and we shall burn their bodies in accordance with our ways.
Understood. Simply making an observation.
Family's not always by blood.
Or Hannah.
I think we know that better than anybody.
What I mean is that they had no one to share their tent with.
Fair enough.
And she kind of
Or
like
just simply-
rolls her eyes and keeps going forward. And you, like, under her breath, you guys can kind of hear, like, to lecture me on our ways. And she leads you
Doesn't
guys
feel
forward.
good, does it?
And you can see them loading up this giant tusked hog onto a spit, and it's been cut open from the underneath, and it's been gutted, and the intestines have been removed.
Piggy.
This reminds Kalen of his time back in the forest.
Except that this hog, Kalen, this would
Is like 3 times my size.
This
yeah.
would feed you for probably 8 months,
Yeah.
and they
Piggy.
begin turning it on the fire.
Do we get bacon? Are we having bacon tonight?
Good morning, dearies.
Where are you, Grace?
Oh,
The simplest days. When all we have to worry about is just wake up.
I'm gonna take this time, if I can, actually, to attune my bracers of archery,
Yeah, you can.
because I have not done that yet, so I would like to do that.
Go for it.
Can I go make buddies with some of the Goliaths?
You can certainly try.
All right. Can I get in line for bacon?
Well, it just got put on the fire, so it's probably going to
Oh.
be a little bit to get cooked.
Okay.
Ah.
Is there any drinks being served, perhaps?
You could ask.
I'm afraid. I'm scared.
Are you gonna be
Shall
in
we?
character?
Can I make
We-
a perception check? Is there anybody handing out like water or ale or juice?
I mean, not at the moment, but you could ask about
Do
it.
do I see any barrels perhaps that may contain a liquid?
There are couple smaller fires with pots on them, and
Ooh.
yes, there are some like crude storage things, but it's mostly like animal skins.
Okay. Well, can I go up to the guy, whoever's cooking the bacon?
The giant pig. Yes.
Yes. So I'm gonna I'm not gonna go up to the pig. I'm
No,
gonna
I
go
know.
up to the person who's
You said bacon. I'm
cooking
like,
the pig.
it's just a giant pig. There's no bacon in a pan. I don't want the viewers to get confused.
Bacon is a synonym for pig.
Picking up what you're putting down, Joey.
Oh no, I'm picking up what you're
Literally.
putting down. But I just gotta, I as a DM, I gotta be a little bit of a dick. 'Cause I'm
Clarify.
like, there's no one cooking bacon. They're cooking
There's
a
no
whole pig.
bacon.
Yeah, there's going to be bacon inside the pig.
Yes.
Like a
It's- yeah.
pinata.
Break it open, you get free bacon.
Wait, isn't that how it
Oh.
works?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I
Isn't
mean,
that how bacon's?
it's a variety of pork chop, bacon.
Excuse me, Mr. Pig. May I have some of your bacon?
Just whack with a bat and like, oh, there's the bacon. It's flying out.
Have they tenderized the pig yet?
Like a pinata.
Yeah, exactly, like a pinata.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Piglets
wait,
are
wait.
bacon seeds? No, Odd.
Oh
No!
I love that sentence.
It's been real for Eat for initiative, guys. I gotta go.
Bye. All right,
Tyson had a piece
I'm gonna
of
go
bacon
up.
and he
I'm gonna
died.
go up to the guy who's cooking the pig.
Okay, you go up to the guy who's cooking the pig.
Okay. Hello, good cook.
And he kind of like looks around first.
And then he looks down.
And then looks down.
Yes, yes. Ah ha ha, hoo ha
And
ha.
like
Very
just tilts
funny.
his head slightly, doesn't say anything, but is looking at you now. But continues to turn the spit.
Hello, chef. May I ask you, is there anything to drink around here? Can you point me in the direction of a drink?
You would like water.
Any sort of drink. Anything will work. I like water.
There is water over there. And he literally just points to a giant snowbank.
Alright, I'm gonna go have a snow cone. Okay, I'm going to go have a snow cone.
And he wait.
Yes?
And he holds out like a metal pot with handles, but it's like to him it looks like a cup. To you it's like a bucket.
Oh,
And he just hands it to you.
thanks. Alright, I'm
Pretty
gonna
heavy.
go...
It's made of iron.
Okay. Can I go put some snow in my bucket?
Yeah, you can go put snow in the bucket.
I'm gonna go put snow in the bucket. I am going to go put snow in the bucket, and I'm gonna find a seat near the fire, and I'm gonna have a snow cone.
Okay. So you go, you fill up the bucket with snow, and you bring it back. And he reaches his hand out toward you.
Are you gonna melt it for me?
That is why I gave you the bucket.
Oh,
Or
okay.
the cup.
Thanks.
And he takes it from you and like puts it over the fire.
Awesome.
And like is like looking back to the pig while still spinning it and looking back to you. Is there something else I can help you with?
No, just the water.
It'll be done in a minute.
Thank you.
All right.
All this is all.
Yeah. If
We
anyone else
wait
wants
here
to
in
do anything,
silence
I'm
for a
like, yeah, a whole
whole
minute.
Scene.
Literally, I was like just gonna sit there for a straight minute. I
was
literally
gonna
was gonna
do
do
it.
it.
I wasn't gonna say anything, I was gonna
That
let
was
that
exactly
minute
what I was
go.
gonna do.
Oh, God.
I'm just attuning my bracers, so
Yeah.
Yeah, with that, Avenir.
Cody's taking a short rest.
yeah, I'm gonna take a short
Avenir
rest.
is going to use her short rest to just write in the journal just to fill in like exactly like what's been going on and everything and track the day.
Okay.
While that she has like one of the rations from grandma,
Mhm.
and she's just kind of like best way I can describe it is like a college kid during midterms week trying to study. Like she's like writing down like with like one of the snacks in hand and just like writing everything down. So
Is my water melted?
I kind of look around the area that we're in as far as I can go without getting caught out for it.
Yeah, so you're
Do
at the
I-
top of like a valley on a cliffside. So at the edge of the village, like if it were light out, you'd be able to see so much. But it's been built here because to attack this place, you'd have to go up that huge snow-ridden valley.
The slight right.
Yeah, this up the huge slope, and you notice that where this camp is built, there is no way an avalanche could hit this area.
Smart.
So it's actually surrounded on both sides by giant rock walls, and at the edge there's just like a sheer cliff. But on the sides, on either side, they kind of go really far up. There's no way that an avalanche would be able to hit this area. But coming up to that point, it's almost all valleys.
Like, possibly, like, in the direction of where Brayden would be?
No, it's just that's how it's set up. It's a defensive position.
Yeah.
So if an army were to attack them, they would have to come up that giant mountain.
Yeah. Sweet. Oh, I can't really I can short rest, but it won't really fix my HP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
short
I
rest
think-
unfortunately doesn't do anything for you.
That's so sad.
Unless you're Dr. Bonus, you get spell slots back.
Yeah. And I think some classes you can get HP, or I think that might be also a house rule. I don't know.
What?
But getting HP.
There
during
are
a
certain
short rest.
classes that get HP back from a short rest.
Yeah, just not
Okay.
a lot of them do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get my water?
I like how you guys are in the chat are doing the like
Oh, the lion
Sorry,
king.
can stuff.
Lion King.
Yep. For it's a big
Oh,
one.
it's a
Yep,
big
yep.
one. Yep.
Okay.
You can be a
Yeah,
big
the-
pig. Yep.
Boy.
He's a big
No,
pig.
Shadow.
You can be a big pig.
He's a big pig. Yep. You can be a big pig too.
Shout out to Gary K for sparking
Starting.
that entire
Thanks,
thing.
Gary.
Great job, Gary. Great job.
If you're watching the VOD of this on YouTube, you can interact in chat every Fridays at 6 p.m.
Yep.
You can reenact the Lion King
_IRL.
Oh.
All right. Can I have
So-
my water?
Yeah, so he hands you the bucket of water. It's still a little warm on the outside, but the water on the inside is actually like nice and cool. You want
Sweet.
warmer?
No, this is good. I like mine a little chilled. I might actually go put some more snow in it.
And he nods and then goes back to cooking the pig.
Thank you. I'm gonna go put a little bit of snow into my.
I will
It's
say,
slush.
it is very cold up here.
It's really
like,
cold.
It's like 12 degrees.
Okay, never mind
So
then.
not freezing
Okay,
you?
I'll bring it. I'm gonna bring it over to Avenir and be like, Avenir, I brought you a drink.
Just to let you know, Steve, I think freezing. What is the temperature water freezes at? Is it 23 degrees?
32.
32.
32?
So 0 Celsius.
Yeah, 0 degrees Celsius.
So it's below that. It's below 0.
That was this morning. It was -1. Yeah, so
Yeah.
around that
Yeah,
time.
so this would be 12 degrees, so this would be like -20 for you.
So it's cold.
Damn.
It's cold. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold.
I don't know the metric
but-
system.
but
I'm
they-
gonna.
Yeah, but the Goliaths don't really notice the cold too much.
Goliaths are
Cold.
very resistant to cold,
Yes.
so.
The cold never bothers them anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty much. They are
Let
just
it
giant
go.
elses. Okay, so
All right. I'm gonna bring my water over to Avenir.
is
Avenir,
there,
I
is
brought
there,
you water.
I just see the bucket, and I just look. It's like I imagine like Dr. Bones kind of like it's like peeking out from it. And
Yeah.
Just looks over and cracks them up. Thank you, doctor. And she like takes out like a tin can that she like an old
tin cup?
tankard, that she would have, and she just like scoops it out and starts drinking.
Yay. Okay, I'm gonna sit down next to Avenir and I'm gonna take my short rest.
Okay. So Tyson, is there anything you would like to do during this time while everyone else is taking short rests?
Yeah, I'd like to. So I've done a perception check of the whole area. How many Goliaths are sort of left, like outside our sort of tent?
So in this encampment, there's probably like 80 to 100 Goliaths total. Like, you're gonna need a lot more than this.
Yeah.
To fight, to have any sort of chance against Brayden. But as far as where this encampment is, there's about 80 to 100 Goliaths.
I am
Hi, Ashley.
before I kind of go to sleep. I I tell the guy that was helping the doctor, thank you for helping my friend today, trying to get that drink.
Elder says that we should welcome you. So, you are welcome for now.
Yeah, I know that we don't really know each other, but I appreciate the hospitality and just helping us out and following your leader. He is very wise, and I'm sure it's rubbing off on you all.
You are lucky. Not many leaders of us would have welcomed you. In fact, you more than likely would have been killed on the spot had you been found by one of the other clans. The Elder is very wise, and has questioned many of our ways through the years.
Nevertheless, thank you.
The food
My
will
name-
be ready in a few hours.
Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. What was your name?
He kind of like looks at you. My name is Dumming.
Dumming. It was nice to meet you, Dumming. My name is Tyson.
It is nice to meet you as well, Tyson.
Hopefully, we'll be able to talk more later in the evening, or later in the time we'll get to know each other.
After tonight, we will speak again if you survive your trial.
Sounds good. I'm just gonna go with my other friends that are currently in that tent. I'll let them know that the food's gonna be ready soon. Thank you once again, Dumming.
He nods and goes back to the pig on the spit.
Guys, the food will be ready in a bit. Thank you for having my back there. Back with the elder.
Avnir has her mouth stuffed with whatever pastry Grandma put in the bag, and is like, "Anytime, Tyson. You have our backs, we have yours."
Galen's just busy focusing on his bracers right now, so he's kind of in his own world.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyson, I'll fireball anybody for you.
Oh,
Also,
Lay,
Wes,
little buddy.
Just real quick, chat's asking, so I figured I'd ask you. What was the redheaded Goliath's name again?
Ariette.
Oh, I actually put it. Yeah.
her
Okay, you
name
did. I didn't
was-
see that.
Oh,
Oh, Ariette. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the
I
L
read
on that.
Ariette.
Oh, I wrote elite, but that's how to say it. Like the word elite. That's how I wrote it down.
I wrote
Appreciate you.
Reed.
Thanks,
Thank
Wes.
you, Wes. Yeah, but Av is gonna, look to Tyson's like, I said that you have my daggers and you have me. You have my back. I'm not
Of course.
backing out on that.
Thanks, guys.
Alright,
And Tyson just does like the scanning.
Alright, so you guys are gonna take a short rest?
Yeah.
Even
Good
Jade
night.
joins you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's Jade doing?
Meanwhile, Jade.
She
Is
just
she like
joins
ready
you.
to fight?
She pretty much, like, she went and tried to get her sword back, is what she did. And they told her not until her trial. So she's kind of like, she sits down in a huff with her arms crossed and, like, kind of looks pissed, but is also, like, looks horribly exhausted and still injured. So Jade is grumpy. Like, that's what Jade is right now. Hey, B. Craig. So,
Hey, mate.
you guys take your short rest. And then you hear a call. Food's ready! And everyone starts coming up to carve off a piece of the pig.
Bacon.
I
Yeet.
take any.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in line.
Yeah, there's a line forming.
Yeah.
So you guys all
Yeah.
get in line. And eventually get up
and are able to carve yourself a piece of the pig. And this is a big pig. This is probably like 500 pounds.
He's a big pig.
Big pig.
So you'd say
You
it's
could be
about
a big
maybe
pig.
3
Yep.
C's, 3 thick C's.
Yeah.
Not even
maybe like
2,
5
just
C's?
This
3.
is like a dire pig almost. Like this is huge.
There'll be
Oh,
like 7
it's a
C's
lot of
then.
C's then, yeah.
Thick with like 4 C's, 5 C's.
I thought
C's.
about 5, yeah.
Okay, so you're able to get some and sit down to eat. And the rest of the clan has also begun eating and drinking, and they are passing around this like large flagon of something.
Are they getting lit?
It's a giant. It's not glass. It's animal skin wrapped around what looks to be some sort of like clay, and it's big, and people are taking big swigs of it, and then you can very much see that even the pain on some of their faces. The redheaded woman takes a swig, and there's no change, just straight faces it. But some of the other Goliaths are like.
It's nasty.
So okay, so it tastes like sadness. All right, good to know. It's coming like it's going down like
It's
basically
being
take one
passed
down,
around, and then
take one down, pass
eventually
it around.
Ariette brings it to you, Tyson, and holds it out to you.
There are 2 kinds of people, because I'm sitting here more curious about what kind of animal skin's on it.
And Av is interested to see what's inside. She's like,
And-
yeah,
And
Av is just like chomping.
she holds it out to you, Tyson.
What's this?
Don't ask questions. Drink.
I take a swig of it. I'm like, if they haven't cocked it, I'm gonna sip it.
Make
I
a
am.
Constitution saving throw.
I knew
Oh,
this was
crap.
coming.
I want a drink.
Everyone, get some constitution rolls.
Avenir is just like stuffing her face and is just like looking at Tyson expectantly, remembering when he got
I had
lit
advantage
in
on that.
the bar at Grandma's.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Thank God I have it's a throwing, and that is a +6 on my 14. It is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, so you take, after she tells you to drink, you look her straight in the eyes and take a giant gulp of this flagon, and you don't even
Flagon.
wince at all. Just straight look at her in the face, and she kind of like is taken aback and then like looks impressed, and then offers it to Kaylin.
Oh no.
I want to be
Everyone.
next.
Avenir look expectantly at Caitlin.
I'm good, thanks.
And she like looks, she like glares at you a little bit. I wasn't asking. Peer
And I
pressure.
said I'm good.
She snorts and like gets a little bit of a smirk. Fine, and offers it to Avenir.
I'm assuming that this is a pretty this is big for Avenir.
Oh yeah, it's bigger than your head.
Yeah, she takes out her tankard and scoops it.
Oh no, it's like
Drink.
so it's like
Oh.
a funnel, so you'd have to pour it into it, but
Okay, then I do that.
okay. You
I don't
drink
know.
it?
I'm just like I don't know if I'm able to like physically.
Oh, you would be able to
like,
physically do it. Yeah,
Okay, I am physically okay. Now that we okay,
it's
so
big,
for
but it would be
conservation.
heavy. But yeah, it's wrapped in leather and like a little bit of rope on the outside, so that you could actually grip it.
Okay. With that, then yeah, I take a swig.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, yeah.
Woo.
Like as she takes a swig,
You
she's
get a
like,
consultation.
yeah, she's like, Arison raised no quitter.
Ain't no
I'm
good.
gonna.
Now
I'm
it's
going
Kaylin's turn to look expectantly at Avenir.
Wait, hold on, time out. I just need to see if.
I was gonna say, don't use too many of your advantages, please.
Yeah, I'm in the single digits with my advantage rolls. Never mind. Math 16.
Okay, you wince a little bit, but you're able to do it. It's just after she starts to, she grabs it from you and heads towards Dr. Boneless. You're like, it
the hard
burns.
stuff.
It burns. This tastes like you don't
Lighter
know what
fluid?
is fermented, but yeah, this tastes like lantern fuel.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's tequila.
It's cheap tequila.
I
yeah,
would say it's way more powerful, potent than cheap tequila. But yes,
So it's
Those-
moonshine.
it's pretty much straight alcohol mixed with
Nail polish.
it's potentially animal fat.
All right, chill. So with that, yeah, like once Ariette is like not looking at Avnir and passes over to Dr. Boneless, like Av just slyly like takes out her canteen of water and fills her tankard with it and just chunks it.
Okay. And she approaches Dr. Boneless and like hesitates for a second, looking at your small stature, and then sets it down in front of you, but is like looking very questioningly at Dr. Boneless.
Give me the whole freaking thing.
Let's
Never gonna
go.
say that.
Do it, you won't.
You won't do it.
I'm here to prove myself.
What are you doing?
I'm proving myself.
But what are you doing?
Jump into it.
I don't know. I'm
gonna
gonna
just
take
dr-
as
you're gonna-
much as I can.
Like
I'm
you're
gonna get
keep
absolutely
drinking?
freaking
Okay.
wasted.
Go for it.
Oh no.
What was that said? Drunk
Dr. Boneless is
doctor
gonna
again?
get white girl wasted.
All right.
Yeah.
So first off, roll your Constitution saving throw,
All right, I will. Okay.
and then I need you to tell me how much you're drinking. How many gulps?
I got a 13.
Is it plus anything?
No, it was a 12 plus 1.
Oh no.
All right.
How
And
much are you drinking?
how much is left?
There's still a bunch left.
Oh man, too much for Dr. Boneless.
So there's,
mean,
like,
This jug
Artery's
is
just gonna be
almost as
there.
big as your body.
I mean, how much is left for everybody else?
There's like
Has everybody
it's like
else got-
half. It's like half full still.
Okay, I'll take like 4 good gulps.
4 gulps of this.
Yeah. I mean, I'll drink it until she takes it from me, honestly.
Okay. Dr. Boneless puts this bottle to his lips, and while coughing and like it hits Dr. Boneless's mouth, and just like you hear this audible like, but I'm just gonna say the dedication is there. Dr. Boneless continues, goes gulp, and then every single time you see Dr. Boneless' whole body tense up, and then another gulp, and another gulp, and another gulp, and put the bottle down, and what you watch Ariette's facial expressions at first, and at first she's impressed, and then gets more and more worried the more you drink, and then like forcibly takes the bottle away from you, and just is like
Baby.
wide-eyed staring at you like the expression on her face almost says, well, I guess we're gonna have to burn another body tonight.
just even like a touch
And I'll
of
be
the match.
flammable for sure.
Yeah, you will.
So yeah, and she like it's like very worried concern, and then shakes her head and like slowly walks and offers it towards Jade, and Jade literally snatches it out of her hands and like takes 4 big gulps too, and then hands it back, doesn't flinch at all. Like,
As she would.
just looks straight at her like, and then just says, have anything stronger?
Way to
As she
show me
would.
up, Jade.
She rolled very high.
I figured she did.
So, and the Ariette just looks at her and glares just a little bit before continuing on and handing it out to people.
How do I feel?
Right now,
Blasted.
your throat, your mouth,
and your stomach burn, but you feel real warm.
Woo! I
fact-
don't need this jacket anymore.
Oddly, Dr. Boneless is beginning to sweat,
It's about to catch a
which,
fire.
for anyone who knows nature things, if anyone would like to make a nature check
Yep.
or a survival check, whichever you guys want.
Which one's
Oh,
higher?
Do I? Am I?
19.
Survival.
Am
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
conscious enough to make this check?
At disadvantage. I mean,
Okay.
you're not. It hasn't like processed into your bloodstream yet.
What was it? Nature and what else was it? Sorry.
Or survival.
Nature or survival.
I'm gonna write survival. It's a
Oh,
dirty 20.
my other one was a nat 20.
Mine's a 13.
30,
15 for survival.
For survival.
I got a
Nat 20.
I
you
got a
said, Steve?
13.
A dirty 20.
A 13.
I got
okay.
a 13.
Yeah.
on
So
survival.
with your 13, you recognize you may have bitten off a little more than you could chew,
just a bit.
as you feel like almost. It feels like your stomach is curdling almost. Like it almost feels like your stomach is physically turning inside of your body and moving around, like trying to escape the contents that you just put in it.
Woo!
For what did
Cleanse.
what did you roll, Cody?
Same thing, 13.
13. Yeah, you know that sweating in cold weather probably isn't great. Same thing for you, Nisa. But Tyson, you know that Dr. Boneless could literally die if he continues sweating.
Oh.
What does
Because
that
Is it-
mean?
hypothermia could set in,
someone-
and literally, if there's moisture, it's like jumping into a river and then being in freezing cold. You
Yeah.
will freeze that much faster because your skin will absorb the moisture and the water can crystallize.
Somebody better put me on the spit.
Can we
So
actually do that,
Tyson-
though? That'd be
Have a
hilarious.
Well, you
Tyson-
also know that that kind of cold temperature, when put next to a raging fire like that, if it was a quick change of temperature, Dr. Boneless's heart could literally stop.
Oh shoot.
So the only option that Tyson knows of is to wrap Dr. Boneless in a blanket and cuddle him.
Yeah!
Woohoo!
Also, we got a raid.
Hey,
Raiders!
welcome Raiders!
You guys
Welcome,
came.
welcome.
Welcome, Cucumber.
Cucumber. What a
You
name.
came at a very great moment.
So,
You really did.
Dr. Boneless, the world is starting to feel a little weird.
My
It's
son.
starting to feel a little
How's-
strange.
Is my liver okay?
Liver failure.
Liver failure.
Roll
I mean,
for liver.
We'll find out later in the campaign, I guess.
A reason
But
that I-
Dr.
Doctor
Yeah, you're
Street.
starting to feel a little woozy, and then all of a sudden, did you want to do that, by the way, Steve?
Yeah, I wrapped
So
up
all of
the
a
doctor.
sudden, you feel this very nice blanket wrap around you, and then you lift off the ground, and you have the sensation of flying, because you are flying high right now.
Whee!
and then Tyson is literally like holding you against his body, like a little bit away from the fire.
Whee!
So with all this happening, Abs is just gonna like look like with pork in
Wait.
her mouth. And
You can keep going.
hi Sam.
Hey, Sam.
Hey Sam. Kia ora.
Yeah, I was gonna like look up and just be like,
She brought me water.
I sense we're having a bonding moment right now.
Bye.
Doctor drank too much. He
The sky
I
is
do.
I've seen
blue.
this happen.
I can stop drinking anytime I want.
he
But I don't want
he's
to.
sweating.
Make a wisdom
Uh,
saving throw, Dr. Bones.
Oh my god! If he goes
There
net
it
one,
is.
he's in my arms.
Oh no.
Please tell me to
What'd
do
you
net
roll?
one.
I got an 8.
Total?
Okay.
This is not net one.
Yeah,
Total?
total.
Oh.
I got a 4. For
You have
record.
like a plus something. You have a plus 2,
4.
right? That's it.
I have a +4.
You
Plus
rolled a
four.
4.
Oh, you rolled a
I-
2.
No, I rolled a 4, and now I have an 8.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you said 6 for some reason. I was like, oh my god. But still. Okay. So, yeah, Dr. Boneless, you get picked up by Tyson and are being, like, you've been swathed in this blanket like a little baby and are now being, like, kind of rocked and cuddled. And you have this strange moment where it goes from nighttime to daytime.
Oh no.
And you're
it
looking
feels-
up, and you have a vision of a person.
Oh?
She has
I do?
long brown hair,
Oh?
bright blue eyes,
Oh?
and something just hits you. This reminds you of the first memory that you have of being held by your mother before she passed away.
Oh,
Mommy!
man, it's not even the plan. My brain
And-
just got like.
Whatever this, it's like a shift in reality almost. For a moment, you have transported yourself back in time. All of the environment and surroundings disappear. You are in the village that you grew up in, and you are being swaddled and rocked back and forth by your mother when you're about 2 years old.
And I'm human?
You are human. You hold up your
I-
hand and you touch her cheek. And
Mama.
you're doing the same thing to Tyson right now.
Oh my god.
Ab is just gonna look like not surprised that this is happening, but it's just like this is weird vibes right now.
Kaylin,
But, like,
Kaylin has the look of
to-
like, these are my idiots. and
To
I'm okay with
everybody
that.
else, Dr. Boneless's eyes are like so wide and mouth is just in awe, like jaw dropped, like and like touches the face. And then the second you touch the face, you feel just a little bit of like scruff, and it snaps you back out of it. And all of a sudden, you're back.
My mom didn't have a beard.
Yeah, all of a sudden, you're back in the Goliath encampment.
Family, it is little and broken.
But you still have the feeling the feeling of just being safe and cozy
Aw.
Can I snuggle?
and drunk.
Yeah!
Don't forget the drunk.
Yeah,
Can't forget the
you
drunk.
you can snuggle into Tyson if you would. Like.
Yay, I am going to snuggle.
Glad you're feeling comfy, Doctor. You're gonna be here for a while.
Ab is just
Oh, no.
slowly gonna take another bite.
Oh no, Gary. Dr. Boneless is a deep gnome. At least
Now.
Now,
Now.
previously,
We don't know what's going
maybe,
on. I
maybe
haven't had a
you
plan.
you don't even know if it's previous.
Maybe.
Dr. Boneless could be
Possibly.
having
Maybe it's on the
someone
loose.
else's memories. You don't know.
is Doctor Bonus just an illusion to
You
us?
don't know.
Oh my god! I just cracked the whole entire campaign. He's an illusion all the time.
It's
I'm not
actually-
even here.
It's actually just Katrin the whole time. Has been-
Yeah,
like she
she's
never
like-
actually left the party. She just disguised herself as an illusion, Dr. Boneless.
Katrin's like, surprise, shorty.
I'm here.
But where's the if that's Katrin, then who's Dr.
Where's
Boneless?
Boneless?
Dr. Boneless is just getting lit at grandma's.
He's still at grandma's.
Yeah, it's just like Ab is just gonna continue taking bites into Kaylin and so like, are you seeing what I'm seeing right now?
I prefer not to think about it.
What can I
All
use? Just
right,
like
good.
a. Oh,
Glad we're
here
on
we
the
go.
same page.
Here's boneless. The seal. The seal is boneless. I'm holding it.
How like does the rest of the tribe see this happening?
Yeah, are they? Is everybody?
I mean,
looking
you
at
get a
us?
couple weird glances, but like, you're a very interesting party. You got 2 half elves, a deep gnome, and 2 Goliaths
True.
from Braden. Like, this is a.
Yeah.
They've never seen this sort of thing before. So yes, you are getting a few staring looks that are like questioning like what is happening. But also like some of them saw how much Dr. Boneless drank and are like genuinely worried.
Aw, that's sweet.
A wellness check on the doctor.
Hey yo, has he passed out yet?
Drunk check.
Yeah. Speaking of that yawn, I was going to ask Joey, I know you have to leave
Yeah.
because
I'm tired.
You've had quite the day. So
Yeah, I
if
have.
you would like Dr. Boneless to pass out and go to sleep from being quite so drunk and swaddled and comfy and cozy, you can do that.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Joey. You know what, guys?
Hi, Joey.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys would like to do on this night, or would you like to take your long rest and wake up in the morning?
I was actually wanting to do a little bit of RP
Okay.
with Tyson,
All right.
Oh,
if that's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, Joey, thank you very, very much for joining us tonight. Have a good night and get some rest, okay?
Thanks. Night
Night,
owl.
Bye,
Joey.
Joey.
See you, Joey.
Sweet
Much
sleeps.
love. See you next
All
week.
right. Now we gotta fix
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say camera.
Am I? Yep. But
You're in 2 different worlds.
okay. I just need one second.
Oh,
Wait. Okay.
hi.
Hey.
I'm Dr. Boneless as well. Wrong side. This side. Wait, that's not my arm. Never mind. Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, hey, there's my arm. It's not my arm.
All right. There we go. So, all right. Dr. Boneless, like, passes out on Tyson's chest and starts snoring. And I'm just gonna say you took your armor off earlier, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So that she
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
get
Otherwise she'll be
frostbite.
freezing
Yeah.
again.
And you guys
Nothing's gonna work.
you and Kaylin are still pretty cold, but they've given you some like furs and stuff that you've wrapped around yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And you're near enough to the fire where it's like pretty warm.
Right. We certainly had a day, didn't we?
That's one way to put it. As she continues chomping.
You
How
doing
are
all
you
right, big
doing?
guy?
How are you doing, Tyson?
Yeah, doing alright. You know, considering the fact that my entire kingdom got slagged off by the others. I'm glad the elder sees differently.
Seems like a
Seems-
wise man.
The fact that he knew us, I guess that's a weird way to say this is destiny.
I mean, we are destined to be the saviors of the world. Well, not saviors. It is destiny, anyways. That
Yeah, we
we're
don't
the
need a
chosen
big
ones.
head about this.
Now, just to out of character, just to tell you guys, you don't know if you're destined to save the world. Because the last versions of you failed, remember?
Yeah, I'm well aware
Thank
of,
you
my,
for
of my
remembering.
future
Yeah,
self.
so, you know, the difference is that this time you retained your memories through the loops thanks to the efforts of Dr. Ducat. So this
Right.
is the first time that you guys were able to gain experience from your time in Anders.
Right.
But the bringing all of you together was not destiny, but the design of the people or creatures that created the time sphere in the first place. You all were chosen by them to be the saviors. They picked you because of your paths through life, because of your backgrounds, because of whatever aspects that made you important. There are things about your lives which can be revealed via player memories or story that will help you understand why the creators of the time sphere, the most powerful magical artifact ever created, why they chose you specifically.
Noted.
And that's also reminding you guys, but also giving it to the chat who maybe haven't been here the whole time.
Yeah, that's true.
A little speed
That's,
up.
I was
That's
actually,
a good
yeah, that's
refresher,
very,
yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah, that's a good refresher. And also, it's probably worth mentioning for Avenir. She's saying it the most sarcastic way possible.
Got it.
Yeah, I figured
But-
you were. That's why I was
yeah.
like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but as a player, thank you for the refresher and clarification. So yeah, yeah, it's like, well, I mean, we are destined to do all this, I suppose.
Destiny.
But we got your back, Tyson. Like I
And
mentioned.
I got your
earlier.
backs as well. Especially this one.
And,
He's fast asleep.
I was gonna say for a second when everyone's saying "have your back," Dr. Bones pops up and is like, "Ah, have your back," and then falls back asleep.
I got your
Avenir
back too, little
chuckles at
man.
that. Yeah. Tyson, I do have to ask you though,
What's up?
and this probably It is. It's selfish to ask now, especially given the intense moment that we had earlier. Is Jade actually? Hold on. Is Jade within earshot of this entire conversation?
She's sitting off to the side, so technically, yeah.
Do you want to whisper in my ear?
I'm gonna word. Actually, no. I know how I'm gonna word it. You know when you were able to reunite or see people from, and she kind of like subtly glances at Jade. People from your past for the first time, and
Do you mean what we saw in the cave? Not the cave, in the tunnels. That time?
I mean, like your mother and other individuals from your past.
Yeah.
I wanted to interrupt real quick to say that when Avenir says mother, Kalen kind of like just turns away. Like not fully turns away, but you can see his head just turn off to the side.
Yeah. Did you also get hit with like a tidal wave of guilt, confusion, pain?
Yeah. You heard that as well?
When I saw, yes. I mean, this entire point I've been running on adrenaline because we were about to die numerous
Several
times.
of us.
Yeah, and I had to push it away up until, well, when I was writing everything down while we were all resting in one of the tents. I don't know how if you can answer it, but how were you able to navigate through that? And Tyson, you can see, like, at this point, Avenir's trying to hold back tears.
Yeah. After losing Dad, the grieving sets in, and I imagine you'll have had the same thing in certain ways. Because I don't know much about your mum, but you just take it day by day, and rely and lean on those that are around you to know that you're not alone. And how you guys look out for me, I look out for you guys, and that's the type of bond that helps, cope with certain situations. In this case, being my dad and losing a lot of people that were in my life. Where's this coming from? Are you okay? I ask in the character, are you doing okay? Like, where is this coming from? You alright?
Well, I don't know, to be quite honest. I was hoping to reunite with Creve and everybody from the circus, but I wasn't expecting a reunion like this, and to be told that the circus has been no more for years now, and the amount of torment the troupe had to endure after Eros was taken and I left to go find him. I don't know. And also hearing and realizing that my uncle wasn't this majestic, wonderful human being that I thought he was. And even so...
Elf. But yes.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Elven being.
Elven being. Yeah. How being able to learn all this information and learning that he's in the dungeon of my father, and not even knowing if he is still alive at this point. And Avenir just can't finish like what she's trying to say. Is like she's really trying to hold it together.
Ev,
Is
you don't need to say more. You're in the situation that I'm obviously in with learning stuff about my father. And obviously we both saw, the good in my dad and your figurative dad, your uncle. And they can do their best to protect us, and obviously in doing so, they hide stuff from us. And I would assume this to protect us. All I can say is, even though I learn of these, possibly cruel things that have happened, it's okay to still love them, even if they're gone today, or if they're just not here right now. You just have to keep moving forward and hope for the best. 'Cause you only have one life, and they'll forever be a part of it.
Av doesn't say anything and just kind of like leans onto Tyson.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's great for you two. And then Kaylin walks off.
Av doesn't
Kind of.
say anything.
I kind of like my free arm, just kind of.
Yeah, you're kind of like cuddling like two people. It's like I love you, man. So, yeah. So
Well,
yeah, Av is.
So you walk off, right, Kaylin?
Yeah, he's walking off. He kind of seemed upset when he walked off. He almost kind of stormed out, but not at the same time.
He'll be the next one to talk to. Make sure that he's okay and know that we're around. Can't
I'm
go
sure
anywhere just yet.
I'm sure he knows that he's not alone. He's just being stubborn as usual. And you can sense that Avenue just like smirks a little bit.
As I'm in the arm,
Mhm.
I can just feel like your energy of the smoke.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's my RP out of character. That's my RP that I wanted to do. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm now
just
holding
gonna-
my illegitimate son and my illegitimate daughter now. Just hold
sister.
them.
Sister.
My sister, my illegitimate sister.
I was about to
and then
say,
my
you two are close
illegitimate-
to the same age.
Yeah. So,
Just a slight
Scene.
difference in height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's here,
yeah.
big brother.
Thanks, big guy.
Of course, Ev. Now this little one and Kaylin, and I just sort of moving a bit in my arm,
Like a
I'm
rock.
trailing him, just so that he he kind of knows I'm still here. Haven't dropped him.
Gosh. Yeah, Av, like, lets go from, like, the snuggle hug and then just, like, it's late enough where it's, like, we can, like, retire for the night or something.
Yes.
Yeah, so, like, with that, yeah, Av is gonna just, like, dust off and be like, well, gonna go get ready for tomorrow and get the rest that we all deserve right now.
For
I'll
sure.
see you in the morning, alright?
Will do.
Alright. Yeah, and she goes over and is like, good night, doctor, and goes over to the tent. Do I see Caitlin anywhere, by the way?
Depends on where you're looking, because he's kind of looking off in the distance, but at the same time, he's close enough to where if you looked hard enough, you'd be able to find him.
Okay.
Did
yeah,
you walk away from the fire though?
Yes, so he is cold,
Yeah. I
but he
was gonna
doesn't.
say,
At this point, he doesn't care.
make a con save.
Yeah, I figured. Constitution.
Oh, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna say like Av like takes like she keeps the hide
Yeah.
Cox.
that she had on.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Are you saying you got nothing to
10?
hide?
Yeah, you're starting to get real cold. Like, your hands are starting to go numb a little bit. And your survival
Because-
instincts know, like, from surviving in the woods, is like, you need to get you don't have to go near them right now, but you need to get closer to the fire.
So yeah, I mean, he feeling like as he walks away, if he start the colder he started getting, he'd start moving back slightly, but still trying to stay away from everybody.
The Goliaths are kind of like looking at you, like, and then they go back to like eating their food and drinking and talking amongst themselves. But yeah,
oh.
go ahead.
Yeah, so Av sees him and, like, add flavor. Like, when he's backing up, like, he backs into...
Walks into her.
Into Av.
But
Rooting again.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I mean, you should at least get by the fire. It looks like you're getting cold again.
I'm fine.
Av looks at his hands and looks back at him.
So while this is happening, you hear the crunching of snow behind the two of you. Do you turn?
I don't.
Yeah, Av, like, with her hand, like, we got our weapons back and everything, right?
No, not yet.
Oh, we didn't.
Mm-mm.
Instinctively, she tried, like, reaching for the dagger, realizes it's not there, and just like, damn it, and then just, like,
And turning around, you see the elder. You
Oh.
know, for someone who talked of friendship and teamwork, you seem to enjoy isolation. I guess enjoy is the wrong word. You use it for defense, do you not? Kaelin Vesteris.
Harder for people to leave you when you're alone.
And he like looks at Avenir and then to the group.
While I'm still holding my legitimate son.
Yeah, like, Av looks at the elder, like, raises an eyebrow, having a feeling where this conversation is gonna go.
Avenir, Elsby.
Yes,
Could I have a moment with your cohort?
of course.
Feel
Yeah,
free to
and-
stay nearby. I just feel like he might be more comfortable talking with me without
Understood.
his interest around.
All he
Avenir
knows.
blushes and walks away.
What troubles you, Kaelin Vesteris?
Sure, you know that there's a great many things that trouble me.
There is a great many things that trouble us all. Tyson worries for his people and his kingdom. It seems as though your entire group worries for something, but you worry for something closer to your heart, I imagine.
Not close enough that they didn't give me away.
Your parents.
You could say that.
And he reaches out his hand. May I see your hand?
I suppose. And he'll kind of just turn around and give it to him.
He touches his hand and you see his eyes close for a moment and the eyelids kind of flutter. You are looking for your family, yes?
That's correct.
Then allow me to give your mind a moment's peace. They did not leave you of their own free will.
Could have fooled me.
I know not their purpose or dilemma, but know this, Kaelin Vesteris. Their hearts remained with you until something happened. And there's an energy that I do not recognize, blocking my ability to see. But maybe it will give you great comfort that up until the last moment you were with them, They loved you with all of their heart.
I suppose that's something. But it's not going to change the way I feel. Until I can get clear-cut answers, I will choose to believe what I'm going to believe. And I need those answers.
Many answers do not explain everything. Often, they they only raise more questions. And I fear that your path will have many questions left unanswered. But know this, Kalen Vesteris. Your new family cares for you just as much as your parents did.
Not quite as comforting knowing what I know, but I'll take it.
They are loyal to you as you are to them.
I have every reason to be.
Just know that that is rare in this world, especially for one who has been hurt as you have. You will have many struggles together. You want to know something that I've learned in all my years?
Sure.
It's that glory and power lasts only as long as your body. And he like points at his eyes. But those you surround yourself with, those relationships last beyond the grasp of death and can leave impressions on this world that span lifetimes and generations. Look at Tyson. His children's children's children will speak of his father. If you succeed, that is. But if I had to make a wager, judging only by what I can see in all of your hearts, you will succeed where many others have failed. And he looks at Jade.
I appreciate the words of wisdom, Elder, but nothing's guaranteed.
Isn't that what gives life its meaning, though? For if everything were predetermined, wouldn't that give us the excuse to be lazy and give up?
My thoughts exactly.
There is a war going on in your heart and mind, Kalen Vesteris. Let it not overtake the battles in front of you. The war against others, the battles with sword and with the bow, matter nothing if you cannot win the war of your own mind.
I have no intentions of giving up. I'll make that clear now. I've already told them before. So, I'm in this till the end. One way or another. Whether that be my demise or the saving of the world.
So you admit you are willing to lay down your life for the cause.
I am willing to lay down my life for my friends.
And he smiles. You would have made a good Goliath.
Unfortunately, I was born a half-elf.
Nobody's perfect.
I know that better than most.
But if I were to judge you based on your heart, Kalen Vesteris, you will make an excellent member of the clan. So would
Appreciate your kind words.
Ellsby. And the small one, though he did not give his name to me.
He seems to call himself Dr. Boneless. I can't get a read on him, but...
That is
Oh.
not his true name, though his past is clouded even to me.
Yes, there's a great many things we don't know about him.
There's a great deal of things even he does not know about himself.
I'm sure there is. I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
But it is good to know that all of you are committed to the cause. For if one of you were to break, the rest would collapse along with it. Like a building without a proper support. You all
Caleb-
rely on each other.
Kalen just kind of smirks when he says building because of what happened back in Anders.
Yeah, she sit there. It's really good. Thank God I'm not in the pits right now.
I appreciate your kind words, Elder, but I just needed a moment to myself, nothing more.
Understood. Again, my vision isn't exactly black and white, but I do see things that others can miss.
Of course. Well, I suppose I should turn in for the night then.
I should as well, for it seems that if you are all successful tomorrow, there may be a war to plan. And these bones aren't getting any younger.
Well then, with that, I'll bid you good night.
Good night, Kalen Busters. And good
And
luck
then he kind of
tomorrow.
walks off. Oh yeah. He walks back towards the tent, but still not making eye contact with Avenir or Tyson.
Avenir also doesn't make eye contact with
shoulder.
Kaylin.
I'm tending to Tyson. I'm tending to
Tyson, are you having a war with yourself over there too?
Yeah, Tyson's having an argument with Tyson. I'm still trying to keep the doctor warm so he doesn't freeze to death.
Avenir would like to try to catch the Elder.
Okay.
Before, yeah. So I don't know if like
Elder's
he's
slowly walking back toward his tent.
Okay. Avenir walks over.
So
Elder.
as you're approaching, he stops in place and turns around. Yes, Avenir Elsby.
Oh, this catches Avenir off guard.
You're used to being pretty sneaky.
Yeah, it's like, Elder, if I may. And she pulls out her like notebook that she's been keeping notes of everything. I believe, I'm certain that we will be able to come back from tomorrow's hunt. However, I do. And I have faith as well. However, I do like to think that it would be wise of me to give you this information now, just to be safe. Avenir approaches and with the notebook, originally about to show it to him, realizes that he can't see anything, takes it back.
Oh my
God. This is catching her. It's been a day. She's not on her aim game right now.
He recognizes what happened and kind of smirks a little bit.
Yeah. Avenir had a day. She's not on her A game right now. So it's like. So I had been keeping track of what day it's been since the start of our journey, and according to this timeline, the Lich King is supposed to return 5 days from now. And the Queen Lee, she is back in Mithros, coordinating a plan to get us back to Brayden by sea. And she has requested for us to return to Mithros 2 days prior, which leaves us 3 days to return. I'm aware that you might that we don't necessarily have formulated a proper plan. However, we are on a time crunch. And I figured that it would be best to share that knowledge with you.
Are you asking me for a solution to the problem of getting you back to Mithros, or about getting you to Brayden?
It's more to figure out a way, and we will figure out, this would be part of the plan, on how to get back to Mithros with the mines being, well, caved in. However, we do at least have a plan that we will get back to Mithros, or get back to Brayden by sea. That is, if Queen Lee is successful in obtaining that resource. And I have faith that she will.
And he kind of like looks down a little bit. Well, I apologize when I have to be the one to have to tell you that if the mines have completely caved in, then I know of no way to return you to Mithros in the allotted time.
Is there a way to back Brayden within the allotted time?
If you will allow me to worry about that, I may have a solution.
Very well.
Though albeit a risky one.
We're no strangers to risk, if anything.
And he like looks at your still wounded, you're beaten and bruised.
Very beat up.
That I have no doubt, Avenir Elsbeen. I would get rest, as you will need all of your strength against the dire bear and any of the other demonic minions that you might run into on the way.
Agreed.
For something that I was not able to tell you in front of the others. But that bear has been killed once before.
Avenir looks confused. Faces like she is thinking like, sure this isn't the Lich King?
That bear
Can you elaborate?
was what cost me my sight.
What do you... And, there's no scars. Are there any scars that would be like an owlbear scratching his face? Avnir looks visibly confused.
And he smiles. Get some rest, Avenir Elsby. You will need it. And he just smirks, turns around, and starts walking back to his tent.
Av is very dumbfounded, doesn't know what to say, and just goes back to the tent to retire for the night.
Anybody else want to do anything?
I did what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I think I'll be good. I'm sure I'll talk to the elder. Oh, No, I would like to not go to sleep this year. I would like to, whilst of the doctor, walk up to him.
The elder?
Yeah, I go up to the elder.
without turning around. Yes, Tyson.
Hey, elder. I actually wanted to know about how you knew my dad and all, and how you had that sort of relationship there between the two tribes. What? How do I phrase this? Because this is now just coming off the top of my head. I wasn't gonna do this originally. How much of my dad did you know? That's not English.
Yeah.
Good enough. We know what you meant.
Yeah.
I knew your father quite well, Tyson. I knew him for years, even before you were born. Even before your brother was born.
Oh, you know about him, right?
It seems that you do not.
Do I have a freaking...
I speak not of Jaden.
Oh my god, I can see your drink next. Holy hell.
Sorry.
I speak
What?
of your older brother.
Older? What do you mean? I thought I was the only son of Mikael.
You had an older brother once, named Liara.
Sorry, you said had?
He was killed in battle before you were born.
He never talked about him.
He would not. It was your father's order that cost your brother his life. This troubles you.
Yeah, he never told me about my brother. Did you get to know him? What was his name?
Your brother, Liaric.
What was he like? Did you
He
get to meet him
was-
much?
Yes, he was the one in charge of bringing us our supplies. Many times I have met your brother. You three all share the same heart.
Sorry, are you saying like Liaric, the dad, and Tyson?
Yes.
Okay, I was making sure like I have another like a sibling I didn't know about.
All of you
That's it.
had the energy of a leader and kings.
What?
Your brother's
What
passing
ultimately?
was tragic for us all.
What ultimately killed him?
He was sent on a mission to find out what was happening to some of the Braden supply ships, and discovered that pirates were attacking. He returned.
Where's this is getting spicy?
He returned with a fleet and was killed in battle with the pirates. His ship was meant to just deliver supplies. They had no armaments. But the pirates slaughtered everyone on board.
Do you know much about what happened to some of those pirates?
In his fury, your father began to sink the ships of Mithros and killed many in your brother's name.
That would explain some of the things I was told. Thank you, Alda, for ultimately letting me know I had a brother that could have been a really good, as you said, leader.
Your
Besides
mother
the step.
still mourns for him. It is why she protects you so, and why she would not permit you to return to Braden earlier than you did.
And that's probably why she always told me to protect those I loved. Those you see with me and people back home. They might not know the full picture of what happened about almost 20 years ago, but I'd still protect them because Dad would have done that.
Your mother has one of the purest hearts of any creature I have encountered in my years. Continue to protect her as she protected you. and the kingdom of Braden will see the light of day once again. If you would like to talk any more, best wait until after you return. I am not a young man anymore, Tyson. And I need to get my rest.
Sounds good, Elder. Thank you for your wise words and giving me a history lesson. I really do appreciate it in your time.
It seems as though you needed to know. Have a good night, Tyson. You have much
too.
to think about.
And do indeed.
But know this. None of your family will have died in vain if you succeed.
For Dad. For Larrick.
He nods and then continues on with his cane and enters his tent and pulls the curtain.
I head back to the tent. And Wes, I've got things to say I can't say on the stream, but I'll be saying it after. A lot of bad words, but in good ways.
I think the caps lock in chat says a lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't through in chat.
All I can say is secret, brother.
Secret brother.
Secret brother.
So, alright guys. You all go to sleep.
Yes.
Promise
Oh,
of
you need this.
the mission the next morning. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
I had a feeling.
Long rest.
We live to die another day.
Long
Please
rest,
As the
no.
other game would
everybody.
say.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels good.
Oh, feels good to see the full
Feels
health
great
bar.
to have all my spell slots
76.
back because I used all of them in that last fight.
Feels great, man. Feels great. Meanwhile, I just see Dr. Boneless just like passed out with his like butt up in the air, just passed out.
I would also like to say Kalen is still facing away from everybody even as he sleeps.
Figured.
Have a good night, guys. We will see you
Alright.
next week on Yeet for Initiative. And stay tuned for this weekend and next week, because I'll be streaming some Escape from Turkov. And
Hey!
we'll possibly be doing a subathon to do an entire week of Among Us. So
Ooh.
stay tuned for that, and I will see you
Yeah.
all next time. Good night,
Bye,
guys.
Good night, guys.
Thank you, Ted. Goodbye.
Love y'all.